I don't know either. Like, how would you?
Try and talk to him a little bit, because I feel bad, because he's in here and I'm the only one speaking to him. And I know, obviously, no one else knows who he is, so that's normal.
I
But
mean, I know him, but I can't see what he's saying.
that's why you gotta open the stream.
I'm streaming myself, but I don't
Just
even
keep
know
it
if I
open on your
follow you.
phone.
Hold on, let me,
Does anybody
what's your
else
username?
in the chat want the stream?
Oh no, where am I? This is scary. I'm getting wood.
Here, Zach, I'm sending it to you. Oh, invite me.
Please.
And Zach, I sent it to you, so you can like see what he's saying.
On what is that?
But
Oh.
don't let him know. Shh.
The K-pop star is crazy.
I really have to change that. I made that when I was like, it was like 4 or 5 years ago.
Wait, I can't see the chat.
Just wait.
Also, for some reason, it didn't open it in the app. Oh, okay, there it goes. Chat. Oh, wait, what? Let me open it in the app. I think I still follow you. Oh, hold on one sec. Hold on. I'm trying to get this to work.
That shit was actually crazy. I still can't believe that.
What?
What happened just now?
What's wrong with... That's the first time I've ever heard him apologize. I
RJ
respect
said,
that.
yeah, that was madness and insanity.
I've never heard him apologize. I've been friends with this cat for 3 years. He has never... Don't. Just be grateful that he apologized. Is it on Discord?
I thought he was getting mad at Zach. Like, wait, what happened?
No, he was getting mad at me, but he was also getting mad at Reese. Because he got mad at
Oh,
me, but
no.
then he started, like, targeting Reese because Reese said one thing. Which is crazy. But I started it. He's just a little excessive.
A little.
He has ADHD. I'm not that surprised. He switches emotions really fast. It's not a good excuse, but
I was about to say, I'm
no.
gonna get ADHD, y'all, because then anytime I get mad at anybody in school, I can just like, be like, sorry guys, I have ADHD.
No. I don't forgive him for it or anything.
I
I
know,
just know that
I'm
he
just,
has it.
it was just the way it was
It's just something I'm
worded.
aware of. Yeah. He's a good person. He just has his days. I mean, I know that. I've been friends with him for long enough to know that. Yeah, he's gotten
Burn
better
him
than he
at the
used to be.
stake.
He used to be a lot worse. He used to like really bully me to my core. Why are you not showing up when I look it up on actual YouTube? Yeah. Dude, I'm gonna cry. Oh, there it is.
Zach's figuring it out slowly but surely. Absolutely
On
correct,
a
sir.
3-year...
First
Wait,
thing
why is
I've
that
said he said on group
sick?
4.
Wait, why is that sick?
What?
Your boy said on a 3-year friendship is sick. How, bro?
He was talking about how the, like, him snapping was ridiculous.
Oh, it is.
He meant like
But he's
sick,
been
like
doing
actually
it.
like a disgusting way.
Yeah. It's it. I'll tell you this. It used to be worse because he expected. There was a hard, like a long moment, a long period of time where he expected people to play like he did, and if they didn't, he'd blow up at them. He did that for a very, very long time. Eventually, he grew out of it, and he just learned that like no, not everyone's gonna play with him, but he's still a little bit crazy, and that's okay. I still love him. I care about him a lot. It's just he blows up a lot. Or he used to blow up a lot, and he still blows up every now and again. Plus, every now and again, he'll take out his anger on other people, and I don't love that, but not much I can do about it. It's like he gotta
You would have
push
run me
himself
over
through.
with your car.
If you did that, no, I wouldn't.
You would have thought about it.
Irene, you've blown up on me a few times. And most of the
Yeah.
time I get upset in the moment, but later I check in on you, because normally I know that that means something bad happened.
Yeah.
Or I try to. Like when you blew up at me for the chair thing in school, which you were in somewhat of the right for, but when you did that, like I checked in on you later because I was worried about you.
Yeah. I was just
So, I
fucking
mean,
Ariana, dude. Like she ruined my junior year.
yeah, but we're going into senior year now,
I
and
mean,
this is gonna be interesting.
her and I talk, like, we're okay now.
I know.
But I
There was
talked
a
it
lot
over
of
with her
things
and I
going
was like,
wrong.
listen, you do that shit to me again. See what fucking happens.
Which is fair.
And now
You're completely in the right for
anytime she
that.
says anything about like missing our relationship and anything, I screenshot it and save it to an album because if anything ever happens again, I'll have that fucking album.
Yeah, I get you.
Like it's
I was just
sad, but I have
worried
to take
about you that like
precautions.
that whole experience. I was so worried about you, Izzy, and Samara. Like extremely.
Right.
Because no matter how much I trash talk y'all, I do care about you guys quite a bit.
You just gotta be careful
Like,
how much you trash talk, cause like me, Izzy, and Smart, we're usually good, but then it's like it's that one thing that happens and it just sets us off. Samara will stay quiet, Izzy will stay quiet until you say something to her, and I'll just say some shit. We're a spectrum.
yeah, no. I try to like not be too much, but it's really hard for me to read when you guys are okay with things and when you guys are not. Because generally you guys have the same sort of vibe going for you until you don't. Like
I
it's
mean,
like last minute every
just do the
time.
precautionary. That was mean. I'm sorry. Like even if you're still laughing.
I generally apologize eventually
Yeah.
if I realized I was in the wrong. There are sometimes where I'm stubborn. I'm a stubborn guy, but
Pause. Do we have
that's
an
just kind
enchantment
of how
table
I am.
yet? Y'all are gonna make me tweak the fuck out.
Oh, I'm not staying there. I hate the Mesa biome with a passion. I'm not staying
No, you
there.
gotta stay.
I'm not going far. I'm going closer to the village.
Which one?
The the normal one. What do you mean, Reese? Sorry. There's just people talking. What's up?
That's what I'm saying. What's wrong with this biome? Zach, you could always come stay with me if you do want to live in the Mesa, by any chance.
Where are you at?
In the Mesa, but I'm on like the edge of the
No, I
Mesa.
get that, Reese. Hold on, Irene, you're talking over Reese like
Well, you asked me a
heavy.
question while I was talking.
I'm sorry, my fault. Reese, no, I get that though. I do that too, but eventually, like, I am the type where I will apologize if I realize I am in the wrong, and I try to talk things over fast. I try not to let things sit. I get that, but I don't. I say sorry more often than a lot of people, even when I'm in the right, because I realize that everybody is just everybody, and there's nothing you can do about it. You kind of just gotta live with it and move on. And like,
It does
I
say
realize I'm not
work.
always right, so I mean, it's just kind of how it is.
You can like strip logs now, so they look like
Don't-
pale.
Reese, I'm gonna tell you one thing. If people, oh, there's a cherry blossom forest. I'm going there.
Can you give me trees, please?
Yeah, it's not even far. If you go to the Oak Village and then go straight, it's like right there on a
Zach,
mountain.
bring me saplings, please.
I will bring you saplings, and I'm going to live up there. So
Thank you so
that
much.
works
I'm
for me.
moving. I literally started building this base and I'm moving.
Fair enough. But
Zach, can we build a
no,
house
I get
together?
that. Probably,
RJ,
maybe. I might build
you have
my own
freedom
little
of
small
speech.
house, but there's another village right by the cherry blossom forest too.
Can you come back to the mesa to get me so I know where I'm going?
Okay. Go. I'm at coordinates 689 77 2798.
Can you write that
Just
in the
head
chat,
in.
please?
No, I'm just gonna
RJ,
send
just
it
do
in
it,
her
man.
chat.
I really don't think. I don't even think Zach's watching anymore. I don't think he cares.
I almost said something wild. Peel the bark. No, I am PG-13.
Starts reading it.
Cap. PG-13.
RJ, he knows
I am
damn
a
well.
man of the cloth is crazy. Yeah, me too, man. Me too.
RJ, just do it. Just do it. Trust. It'll be okay.
I haven't been reading his things. I've been like looking at the game, but
I don't like
when is
taking
RJ
imports.
upping on Val?
He still don't even call. He still doesn't even call me. So once we get there.
He got it. I got it
I mean,
together after
I've
that.
heard him.
Oh no, he didn't. Okay. What's wrong with that biome? Does it say peel the bark? What the?
He said, "Oh shit."
What's up, cutie? I see you.
Yeah, we do. I've been waiting for how many months now? Almost a year? Question mark? He's always just so busy. He's always at the gym or being a man of the cloth, I
That's
guess.
going to the gym is a good thing. I respect that. I need to get back in the
Oh no, I
gym.
do too. Zach, can we build
You
a house
what at the
together?
camp?
Please.
I mean, I might build my house near. Like, we could build our house next to each other, and I'll help you build yours. But I don't know if I want to stay in it. I mean, we can. I don't know.
Yes!
I'm
Well,
just
I have
really-
I have
I'm
Minecraft
really-
tutorials for 2-player houses, which is what I was asking.
No, I get that. I'm just really like.
We can just be neighbors, it's fine.
Yeah, I'm really specific when I build, and I do it a very certain way.
I don't know whose sugarcane this is, but thank you.
Oh, it didn't drop, but I saw the announcement. I'm so excited. Oh, I'm so hyped for that, bro.
I'm not taking all of it. No, I mean, I'm leaving the bottom. I only harvest the top 2.
I'm getting a lot of food, Irene, for us, so we should be chilling.
Yeah, I got it.
No. I didn't even look anywhere. I just immediately walked away.
Well, if you guys want my strip
Do
mine, you
not
can
like
have
the
it.
mace mound. I'm currently
strip mine- I
pillaging
know.
this
Well,
village.
there's a cave in my strip mine, which is why I offered.
I don't even strip mine. I always just find caves. I just got 2 diamonds from a blacksmith. Dude.
You don't have diamonds? I have diamonds.
Oh.
Remember when I found
never
5
do.
yesterday? Just
That's
in
pretty
one
lucky
area?
of me.
Oh, there's like a jungle temple.
Yeah, that's cool. Did you find the cherry blossom?
No, I'm still on my way there. That's when I found the jungle temple.
Oh, okay. I feel it.
RJ, be in the conversation.
I need to look at his
Oh, I
messages more. I
found
just keep
armor
forgetting.
templates.
What the Sigma? 5 days a week. I'm basically.
They're just for armor trims, though.
Why does he keep on saying peel the bark? I don't understand that.
Cause there's a button for the trees that say peel bark.
Oh, stripping it, yeah. Does
You're
everyone have
appalled.
beds?
Only one person has to sleep.
Wait, how? Oh, I didn't know you could do that.
Maybe set a day and time to call me, and I'll peel the bark. Real. That's what I'm gonna start texting Zach when I need a new vape.
Oh.
Peel the bark.
Just, she's gonna be like peel. No. Listen, Reese. She's gonna be like peel the bark. Miami Mint. Call sex. That's exactly what she's gonna do. Oh, those are always don't die by.
Me.
They're great. They're great. Don't offend her. She'll actually punch you.
I mean, you can just pop up, but like, I've been waiting for you to just pop up for like, I don't know, a year now. You sound nasty.
No, it's good.
Leave.
Dang.
The way
dang,
that
dang,
it just
chill.
echoes is crazy.
Mint chocolate chip is my favorite flavor of ice cream. You can fight me.
It's okay.
It is so good. Mint Oreo is my favorite actually, but mint chocolate chip is like
I
my
like mint
second or third
Oreo.
favorite.
Mint chocolate chip, I feel like it's all mint, no chip.
I love mint chocolate. No, but like if someone... Listen, when I make my own mint chocolate chip, I throw in a ton of chocolate chips, and it's always so good.
If I do, you know the like Hershey shell sauce? You know what I'm talking about?
I think so.
I get mint chocolate chip ice cream, encase it in fucking Hershey shell, and eat it that way. Oh, Zachary!
Hi. Did you find it?
Yes, I'm here.
I'm at the top of the mountain.
Can I live smack in the center of the mountain, please?
I was gonna live up in the top part, but we can, like I said, we're neighbors, so I mean, we could share.
I
the
build
plot,
big houses.
Because I do too. I'm gonna bring it down a bit.
We're gonna have to terraform this, just so you know.
I know. There's a lot. Actually,
terraform
we should
the
probably build
shit
right
out of
here.
this.
Wait, look down here. You should build down here because there's so much room
Yeah,
once
I'm
you break down the
building down here.
trees. I'll build up here. I need to get some gear though. I don't have anything. Let me do that.
RJ,
Nice.
what do we
Don't
think?
die.
Doesn't this suit me better? I'm not peeling the fucking bark.
It's just stripping it. Is this guy like not know
he's
anything?
like he's like obsessed with it.
Dude, I don't want. Actually, never mind. I don't like doing that. I never have. It just hurts.
I think I want to build like a cottage. RJ, if you say anything that might get censored by YouTube, please just text me because I'm pulling up a. Shut the fuck up.
That's true. This is true. This is true. So are Twitches. Irene, I have a ton of food, so if you need food at any point, let me know.
I have food, but thank you.
Yup. Currently clearing my inventory a bit.
I need spruce.
I also would like spruce, but I don't think we're anywhere near a spruce forest. We just need one tree. I actually really like the way Cherry Blossom Wood looks. I haven't built with it yet, though.
I've built with it so many times. It's so cool.
I just have issues finding these normally.
Zach, I see
just
spruce.
You do? Where?
Come over here. Where are you? Over to where I'm building my house.
Are you...
You'll see my name tag.
I'm looking. I don't see. Oh, I see your name tag. Okay. There's spruce over there? Oh, I didn't see it. It was on like the.
Yeah, you see like very top of that mountain right there.
It's so I don't because my I
No,
do
no,
see it.
no, no,
Yeah,
no, to the
that's
right.
kind of far. No, I see it. I see it. I see it.
You wanna
I know
go
you're
with me
talking
real
about.
quick? As long as he stays near the bed, we're okay.
I know that. Wait, are you? What is your character model? Why do I recognize it? You didn't bring one with you, Reese? Um, I can stay here. My bed's right over there.
Okay.
If you just want to bring back a singular thing, and we'll just plant them over there somewhere, so they're not on the cherry blossom area, but next to it.
Yeah.
Because if we just get a little tree farm going, I'll be chilling. I want to get dark oak too at some point. I love dark oak wood. Me and dark oak wood have like a pact, and their doors are the best. You cannot change my mind. God bless your heart and soul. Holy. Reese, did you put any mods on here? Oh, that's true. They're not that expensive though. Cole, I see you. I don't have any money either though, so I get it.
Leave Zach alone.
Who's texting
The
me?
nonchalant dreadhead.
What did you text me?
Nothing. I seen you a streak.
Oh, you did just send me a streak.
We're gonna lose it.
Anyways,
I don't have money.
Anyways, I need an
Oh,
explanation
Don's Walt
now.
text me. Hold on. He said, "Hey, sorry that you had to be there for that. Please understand that it really gets as heated and personal as I made it. It was a terrible first impression, but I hope you might look past this incident." I'll think about it, homie. I'll think about it.
He's honestly a good guy. He just has his
He's
problems.
not, listen, he's not my friend. My first impression was based on how he treated my friend. And so from here on out, I will see how he continues to treat my friend. And I will make
Who, me?
boo
I feel special, but I'm not. But,
womp.
I mean, I appreciate it, but he treats me how he
That's
wants. I
just
don't really
that's
care.
just how I perceive people. Like he
No,
was
I feel
cool
that.
yesterday, so I don't hate the guy. I'm not besties with him. Like I'm just kind of
No, I feel.
sitting back watching.
I appreciate it, man. He can just be over the
Don's
top
Walt is an
sometimes.
insane name for a guy who moves like that.
But honestly, most of the time, if it's just me and him in a party, we are just chilling. It's different when there's a lot of people. I don't know why. It's just different. Yeah, like if we're playing something that doesn't require like that much skill, he's fine, and yeah. What? Oh yeah. He hasn't really told me much about that, honestly, but I don't really like. I didn't ask. He didn't tell me though. I don't know those story. He didn't. I never asked because it didn't feel like my business. So I never really wanted to buy. I also just didn't want to like make him think. It's not like I might later, but I didn't want to. At the time, I didn't want to make him think about it. I wanted him to be happy for a little while. I didn't want him to, because I know how he was after the fact, because I was like talking to him, but he didn't really tell me what happened, which is fine. I'm not offended by that. I'm not like I was really close with him at one point. I'm not as close anymore, but that's my fault for getting a life. When I know, yeah, when we both did in our lives, dude, we were decently close. Other than when he forced me to get on Siege. Besides that, we're good.
Not Siege.
A depressing time is crazy. It wasn't depressing. It was just aggravating. It was like he toyed with me a lot in comparison to how much he toys with me now. And I personally am not okay with that. Oh yeah, I forgot. I need that question answered, Irene.
Question?
What are you and RJ? I'm mad confused.
It's a good
I'm not
question, homie. That's a good question.
I'd like to know because he's been in your chat since I was playing Fallout New Vegas, and that was a hot minute ago. So I need to know because he says some interesting things to you, dog. So I need, like, I don't need to know. It's not really my business at the end of the day. I understand if no one wants to talk about it, but I'm curious. I'm curious. I'm a curious chap.
I don't know.
Curiosity killed the cow. I don't have a sword, and there's a skeleton right there. Cool. Yeah, man. You didn't know about it? The cow that got killed by curiosity? Me and him were homies for a minute, and then he like, changed. He switched
I don't
up.
know. RJ hasn't said anything, so he said I'm her
RJ went-
hostage.
Oh.
That's what
the
he
type of
said.
relationship. The Dommy Mommy type. Okay.
Whoa! Not
Interesting.
me. Not
I
me.
also mess with that.
Not me.
I'm sure he's into that.
I'm sure
RJ,
he
that your
is,
type?
but I'm not. Yeah, is
Don't
she?
get pegged,
What?
bro.
Someone sleep.
That's not what that means,
Someone
though.
sleep.
I'm
Someone sleep.
into the idea of a girl who's not afraid to tell me I am wrong.
That's
Like, I mess
not.
with that.
That's
But I'm
not.
also not afraid of a girl telling me what to do. Like, that doesn't scare me. But pegging,
Zach,
I'll say no.
Zach. Me
I
telling
can't
you you're
explain it.
wrong does not mean that I'm dominating
That's not
you.
what I mean. I mean,
That
like,
is what you said.
It is, but it's not. Oh my gosh, this
Who's
is such
Zach?
a weird conversation. What the heck? No.
I feel like he talks like he would, but he does not.
What do you mean I talk like I would? That's crazy.
I'm trying
What?
to defend you. Nothing's going on.
I know, I appreciate it, but I'm just confused at
Zach,
where this
sleep!
concept came.
I'm gonna die out here!
I'm in a cave. I'm not gonna lie. I'm about to die. I'm about to die. I'm about to die. I'm about to die. I'm about to
Someone
die. I'm about
sleep.
to die. I'm about to. I barely survived.
RJ just fucking
Holy-
180'd that whole conversation.
Dude, RJ, you're
That was
you're a
impressive.
baby. Answer the question, RJ. RJ, everyone needs to know, dude.
The people.
Everyone's wondering. The people need to know, or we're not gonna make it through the night. People need to know what you've been up to, dude. What are you thinking about over there?
It's giving Alexander Hamilton. The people are asking to hear my voice. The country's facing a difficult choice.
Tight.
I love Hamilton.
I know. I don't really care for it, but that's also because I never finished it.
Dude, I was talking about Hamilton with Chris the other day, and I was like, I know you hate it, and he was like, full pause, who said I hated it? And I was like, I thought you did. And he was like, I love Hamilton.
Oh.
I was like, okay, Chris.
I don't-
Man of culture.
I don't really love or hate it. I just don't. I have a very hard time sitting through musicals.
It's
like-
such a good musical. RJ is still
I
dead
just am
silent,
not a
just so you
musical
know,
person.
Zach.
Dude, RJ, I could look. I'm just not going to. I'm trusting
Oh,
that he's
I didn't
gonna
know
be
if
like
you
a
were
real
in
man.
the chat still.
I'm kind of in it, but I don't have it open in my phone. Now I have it open. Oh, Natalia texted me. Hold on, this is more important.
Hi, Natalia.
Oh wait, I was gonna say Callista says hi, but I was like, I need to rephrase that so it doesn't sound weird.
Oh yeah, don't make it sound like I'm at your house.
No, she knows that. We have very good trust. Don't worry. I mean, I was tweaking out the other night, but that wasn't her fault. I was just overthinking a lot of things. That was not
I
her
overthink
fault.
a
I had a
lot.
really. What's it called, Irene? I had like, I've been having a lot of anxiety attacks lately. I don't know where they came from, but
Hey,
they just started appearing.
same. Welcome to my life.
They started appearing, and it's been random, like random attacks. I will be perfectly
Have you had
fine,
the
and then
anxiety attacks
get
where like
laid.
you're shaking, can't breathe, and then pass
Yes.
out?
So I had my first one when I was with Natalia on vacation with her, and I didn't pass out, but I was.
Every
laying-
time I have a why the long face was
I've
slain.
never seen that chat edit. That's crazy. What does that mean?
But no, almost every
no.
time I have an anxiety attack or a panic attack, I pass out.
I haven't passed out, but I like aggressively shake and my eyes water like crazy. And then I can't stop. I can't
Oh, I
talk.
can't see.
I can see, I think. I don't honestly remember a lot of them. I remember, but I don't. All I know is that the last one I had was when I was on that
Look what
camp out
RJ
at the
said.
D-Day reenactment.
He said it's because y'all vape.
It, it's not because of that. I don't know where it came from. Well, what's it called? Because when I went to the therapist, he said I have general anxiety, and I told him I had never had an attack before. But on vacation with Natalia, I don't remember what happened, but I remember I
Zach's
felt really
distracted.
bad about something. I remember I felt really bad about something, and I remember I was laying with her in bed, and I did something, and I felt horrible about it. I started shaking really bad, and then as I started to shake more, I just started to freak out, and it just went worse and worse and worse. And the only reason I made it through that night perfectly fine is because Natalia like really was there for me in that moment, and I respect her for that.
What did you do,
It was a really
homie?
bad situation, huh? What do you mean? Did you say what she do?
And I said, what did you do?
I don't think I did anything bad. I think I just said something and it made her a little upset, but I took it the wrong way. And I do that a lot because I just overthink. And then I overthought that, and then I just got worse and worse and worse and worse to the point where I was breaking down and she was trying to comfort me. And I felt like a jerk.
RJ said, laying with a woman in bed. I hope you left room for Jesus.
No. We've been dating for a year and a half. That doesn't exist. No
That's
offense.
a good point.
Jesus left a
RJ
long
was
time ago.
literally asking me this morning if I had room in my bed. Like, what is homie on?
Homie's a good kid. What the heck? What? That's so mean. Like in every concept, that's just like really mean. Like, I mean, he does, but
RJ,
there
that's
are.
not what you said, homie.
I love Donnie for the moments. I love Donnie for the moments when he actually like is genuinely a good person. Because there are moments with Donnie where he actually cares a lot, and I notice it.
I brought back those
Yeah,
saplings, by the way.
he's never once apologized to me. I want to point that out, Reese. You should feel special. That cat has never apologized to me. No, you good. It's just Donnie. He's growing. That's all that shows. Because he doesn't apologize to me because with me, he feels he's in the right 90% of the time. And that's okay. I can disagree with him. I don't really care that much. I understand.
Does what
He
get
knows
censored?
that
What did you
I
say?
understand that he just does that.
Yeah, that did get censored.
It's been a minute since I've heard that. The last time I heard him do that was when he was playing For Honor. And I was just me, him, and Crimson in a party, and him and Crimson started trash talking me, and I got really defensive, and he got really mad. Or not mad, but he just started screaming at me about some stupid stuff, and it was just bad. Okay, I'm back.
I don't do good
I'm
with
chilling.
confrontation, but I'll try.
I know you don't do good with confrontation, Irene.
Well, thanks. Okay. Like.
Not in a mean way, just in the way of like, there's
No,
many times where I've
he
tried to
just
solve
fucking hates me,
problems.
guys. It's okay.
No, I don't
Zach,
hate you.
I'm kidding. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
I know. I'm just saying, there's been a lot of times where I've tried to solve problems and you just avoid it, and that's fine. But
I just like a lot of conversations I prefer to just have over text, especially like if we're in school or something.
I get
Like
that.
just text me at lunch and be like, "Hey, homie, like, would you prefer to talk about this IRL or would you like to talk about it over text?" Bye, RJ.
I just
He
prefer to
hates
talk
me.
in person because I prefer to talk in person because it feels more personal. And
That's why I don't like it.
That's the reason I like it. It makes it easier for me to get what I want to say across without saying the wrong thing. Because text, I can't fix what I say. Yo,
Hello?
hey Don.
What's up, Reese? Alright, well, I do it for a reason. Ah, dude, confrontation fucking sucks. I don't know about y'all, but, that's my
Oh, I
third
forgot
eye.
I had him muted. Hold on. Yo,
But, oh yeah, what's up, Zach?
sorry, I had you muted. My
No,
fault.
all I said is that confrontation sucks ass, because I don't know how to start this.
I believe in you.
And,
Real
Reese said,
simple.
yeah, y'all were already talking. Oh, you believe him? I mean, I don't know. I mean, I feel like I said most of what I needed to say. I don't know. I hate texting things out. It doesn't feel genuine, you know?
Dude, you're like me.
Feels very,
It's
no,
like
it just
he's.
feels so like impersonal and just also at the same.
It does.
Another thing is I wanted to hop in the party soon just because I don't like letting the emotions linger. It's one of my least favorite
Dude,
things.
you and me are the same person, I swear. I was just talking about that 10 seconds ago. How I don't like to do that. I'm so
Dude,
serious.
no,
Dude, I have to. That's
no,
why I like to do it in
no, I'd
person,
like
because
to
I can
clarify.
fix
What
it.
I should have done there, I should have just sat on Sekiro, kept my mic muted, just chilled. I am willing to recognize that I should have just sat there because I realized I was pissed. That's why I got off Val. I was able to recognize I was genuinely just having a shit time. It was already, I don't know if you heard about the work situation, but just work was shit, bro. My second, because they brought me into closing shift was so ass because
You
my
get busy?
coworker. Oh well, no, my coworker, the closer, her family members, a close family friend died, so I got called into work even after working the morning and mid shift. So I've had to work most of the day, which just sucked. Which I obviously came in because I'm like, dude, I'm not gonna make you work if you're under those conditions. That's awful. She also got $6,000 stolen from her bank account.
Damn.
Yeah, no, she's
That's
having a terrible,
crazy.
terrible day. So I was just like, all right, it would be genuinely unfair to her to make her work. She called me because she wants me to come in. So I came in, I got the shift done, but it was a terrible shift. I was pissed about it because it took like 2 hours to get the place closed, even though it usually takes 45 minutes.
I feel that.
And I was just pissed because I just genuinely wasn't enjoying the game. The morning shift sucked ass too, but even then, that doesn't justify the response.
Yeah.
I mean, no, I mean, I'm surprised by how mature the response was from you, and I'm not saying that in a negative way. I'm saying that in a thank you for not holding. It seems like you don't hold much resent from it, and even if you do, that's just fine. As I said, as I said
Zach,
over the
can you
text,
sleep?
I hope to have a more mature
I think so.
conversation in the future, especially with Reese, just because I feel like I've had genuine conversation with you every now and then, Zach. But even then,
I've had a lot of genuine conversations with you. They just only
no,
happen when it's just
you
me and
have.
you.
It's just we've known each other so long, so it just kind of, even if they are few and far between,
Yeah,
after a
I'm
certain
used
point.
to, not used to it, but I know, so I'm chilling.
And I don't know. I wanted to also just apologize because I don't feel like I've ever really apologized to Reese. I know I've apologized to you a couple times, Zach, but even then, I feel like it was too infrequent.
You don't really apologize to me all that
I've
often. You
apologized
just,
to you like maybe like over a situation like this. Not, I know what's happened, but it's so infrequent that it's just clearly not enough where I can barely remember it.
yeah, I think
Clearly
you've
hasn't been
maybe
enough. And
apologized
also,
like
I mean,
twice.
you clearly you handle it a lot better because with Reese, I feel like that has caused more resentment between me and you, Reese, as time passed.
Yeah.
There was less and less parties with just me and you to the point where they completely stopped, and the only reason we talk to each other is through Austin or Zach. That's not the sort of friendship I want to have because I do genuinely enjoy playing the games with you sometimes. Sometimes I don't. Sometimes I don't enjoy playing with anybody. I'm not saying that in a negative connotation towards you. I'm saying that in the way, or sometimes a bit of distance is good for any relationship, friend, romantic, casual, no matter what. Too much of something
Yeah.
is never going to be good, and that
Yeah.
is basic knowledge. I'm not trying to sound like a fucking smartass, and I'm sorry if I am.
That's fair.
Yeah, I think we talked about that yesterday night. Yeah, and I don't know. Big thing is you've been pretty quiet, Callista. Sorry for a terrible first impression. Did I say your name wrong?
She just doesn't deal with confrontation well at all. Just
Dude,
putting that out
honestly, dude, this is hurting my chest. It took a second to press that join button on the party. I'm looking at the notification
You
with an
got it.
existential
Listen,
dread, big man.
Listen,
No,
Tommy.
no. I'm not saying this in a sense where I thank you, Reese, but I'm not saying this in a sense where I desire comfort because I do not believe sympathy is like the appropriate course in this action. Because honestly, I'm sorry, that was a terrible action. I don't know.
Donnie,
I don't think I've ever gotten so personal. I don't. The thing is, Zach, even I know I've blown up on you, but I don't feel like I get so personal very often. I have
No.
before, but generally, I just feel like I attacked Reese in a more personal way, which I feel like hurts more. And that was the goal in the moment
You
because I was
used
genuinely
to.
pissed. I definitely
You
no. I know
used
when I was
to
when I was younger,
lot.
I was a fucking asshole.
You were a menace, Brody. I wouldn't even be doing anything. I would be dead silent, and you and Crimson would hop in a party with me and just start insulting me off rip. I
Dude,
was like,
genuinely,
okay.
it was actually so funny. Younger me, I feel like Crimson was such a bad influence on younger me.
Because Crimson was also you. He
No,
was
no.
just you
Okay,
more
you
of
gotta
a
understand.
way.
Even back then, when it was just me and you in a party, we were usually pretty chill.
Yeah, but the moment Crimson was added, it turned into like a war.
No, Crimson instigated me so bad, and I was such a fucking instigator around him because we'd piss each other off, so we'd just end up beefing with whoever the rando was. That was a terrible,
Yeah.
terrible, toxic friendship.
It was
Honestly,
really
him
bad.
disappearing for like 5 months was one of the best things for being able to stay friends with him because I started to actually
That's
resent
when
the
we
dude.
started having personal conversations and talking about things.
Yeah, the second, which
But
I feel like it's mean to say because I don't want Crimson to be the topic of this, and I do not want to draw attention away from tonight's event.
no, you good. The moment that you said an apology, there was generally like an understanding that he knew he was like that. We knew you were fine. And like
Genuinely, I don't
for
know.
the
Like I
most
said,
part, that's how
work,
it
some other
is.
just random shit that's not worth mentioning, or just not wanting to be mentioned in a party full of people I have never seen in real life. It's not your
Hey
guys'
man,
fault.
you
What's
remember when I came down to Minnesota?
dude? July 18th, 2022. It was crazy.
Exactly. I still need to come down there at some point, but I don't know
But
when
dude,
that's
honestly, I
gonna
was actually
happen.
thinking about that. Like, okay, I don't know how to bring it up because it's a really weird thing to say, but like genuinely, I've gotten like a little excited of the idea of I have known y'all longer than most friends that I've kept in real life. Just because I'm friends by, you know how when you're younger, you're not really friends by ideal, you're friends by proximity. Whoever, and as you grow older, it becomes more and more the ideals and like who you are as a person that builds your friends, rather than just proximity. And the thing is,
Yeah.
I've always moved around a lot, so that those proximity friendships from a younger age started to fade. And like the only
Yeah.
proximity friendship that I really kept throughout all of them, she turned into somebody I don't really like. So we just kind of separated on good terms, or
I
just
feel you.
we just don't talk.
Yeah.
I was thinking
I
about the
get
fact that
that.
it is insane that I have known you guys for 5 to 6 years, Austin for 6 years, by the way.
You've known me for 6 years too, dang.
I knew Austin. Austin was my first friend on PlayStation.
I know, but you knew him like
I
only
knew
a few
you
months
not
before
that
you met
long after,
me.
but I don't think we ever
Yeah.
friended each other properly and didn't play that much till like a year after.
But yeah, probably not because I remember you
You were
made
just
me
occasionally in
really
parties. I just
mad.
remember I don't know, I thought you were like super fun to play. Dude, you should have seen how hyped 8-year-old me was when Z-Dude got on.
Yeah, and it was interesting. We played a lot of Fortnite together.
Dude, Fortnite was so peak back then.
We wasted money on Fortnite as a team.
No, that was genuinely fun.
Guys, me and Austin have been friends since birth.
No, wait, how many? Yeah, no, that's what I was thinking about. Like, it's genuinely crazy that I have like. Also, I'm surprised I never met you, Reese, for so long.
I didn't meet him for a while either, to be fair. He had Switch for a really long time. Why? What did I
Dude,
do?
what do you mean?
I was
Zach
a
has
little
been chill.
bit.
He's been chill since birth, though.
I was not chill when I was younger, bro. I was a
No,
loud
no. When you were
squeaker.
younger, you were a lot less. Okay, okay. I'm comparing you to like me and Austin when we were younger.
Oh no, you two were just crazy. I wasn't
Even,
there. I didn't rage as much as you guys did,
dude, I
but I
remember
was definitely
you were like
bad.
the intermediator. Remember one time we were playing like Fortnite or something, snipers only, and I was shit talking Austin. You're like, don't do this. You know how it's gonna get.
Yeah.
I
Because I
remember
would
that.
just
That
be
was
like,
such a
bro,
common
please.
occurrence. No, no, it
I
was
was
just
like,
so funny though, because I
please.
can't believe like we would do that all night, and then we'd hop on the next night and do the same shit.
Dude, it was bad. I remember it so like it was fun, but I remember it so vividly. We'd be like, "Oh, let's go play rocket launchers in customs or something," and then like it just turned heated so fast.
You stupid fucking asshole. What do you mean you got a guided? I said regular.
And I didn't swear, which was even funnier.
No, none of us swore back then, which made everything so comedic.
We were squeakers who didn't swear and just screamed at each other.
You motherfucker. Shit like
Because
that.
I would watch my old YouTube videos where I'd play with Austin. They were bad, bro. They were so bad. So,
Dude, you know Jaden, Zach?
yeah. I need to talk to
Jaden, when
again.
dude, Jaden's so fun, but ever since he's been in like college,
Yeah.
which
It's been
that's
hard to
really
get in
that's
contact
a
with him.
incredible college, a job, a good
Yeah.
family life. He has a
He's
really
got a
good
lot of-
relationship with his family. No, he is
yeah.
living a good life in my opinion,
Yeah,
honestly, and
he's
I'm
good.
proud of him. He still gets on the game, but he just has other online friends just because of how distant we were that he made better friends online. I'm like, all
I
right,
want to
so we're
talk
still
to him
chill.
again though. I haven't talked to him in so long.
No, I was gonna say though, Jaden, when I was like met him like on Don't Starve like 4 years ago, I think, and he taught me what faggot was, and I've been saying it ever since. When I was really little, he taught me what faggot meant, and I was just like, oh, this is life changing. Oh,
That's crazy, Rudy. Callista,
Yeah.
Natalia said hi.
Hello, Natalia.
What are you, a YouTuber?
yeah, I was gonna say, is that
Hello,
fuck?
good-
Is this Pat and Jen?
Yes.
That's a good reference.
Dude, you actually had the Jen voice down. I'm not gonna lie.
I was so depressed when they got a divorce.
Dude,
That
that was
broke
like
my
seeing mom and
soul.
dad get split up.
Dude, all the old mod videos I used to watch for
Dude, I
hours
watched-
just
I love, or
gone.
like they're like those videos of to be like in a big burning statue that they had to escape. That was so
Yes,
fun.
bro. But yeah, we chilling. I've known you for a hot minute. I'm kind
No,
of
I know
used
I've
to you
known you. That's
blowing up
why I'm not
every.
worried about my relationship with you. I haven't
Yeah.
known Reese's as long, and
I don't
Reese's?
know how I stuck with you for so long. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Dude,
Even
I
through
don't know
everything,
how I
I'd still
stuck
get
with
on with you.
Crimson and you, but we
Yeah,
just
I
kind
would
of.
like somehow still get on
Well,
with
to
you
be
the
fair, I
next
think
day.
the reason that we were able to stick with each other because when we were younger, that shit was like a lot more common, so it just wasn't that weird. I just feel like I don't know, as
Yeah.
we've grown, it still happens every now and then. We just don't react because we got used to it. But that's why I'm trying to say
Yeah.
like Reese and also especially Callisto. I don't know if I'm saying your name wrong. I'm really sorry if I am.
You said
You
it right
said
for
it
the
right.
first time. You said it right for the first time. Proud of you.
Alright. Well, I know Reese, I've known you as long. You've dealt with it a little more, but you just didn't have that sort of, been 6 years of friendship where it gets to a point where it's like,
Yeah.
all right, unless I like
Unless you
murder your
murder
fucking
someone,
family,
yeah, like I'm chilling.
there's not a whole
Even
lot we
then,
can
I'd
do.
be
Like we can
like,
definitely put a damper on things. We can grow distant, which honestly we did grow a little distant over time. I feel like
we had like
over
a
the
6
summer.
months hiatus.
I feel like over the summer though, I feel like I've gotten close to you the way we used to be close again.
Yeah.
And
We
okay,
definitely.
well, I was willing to say that. I feel like it's close just because it's a lot less hateful, and I feel like we were more.
RJ. RJ, we
I mean,
don't
that's what I did
fight.
because
There's
I was
nothing to
I
beat
was
up about.
I mean, I feel that
Zach,
that's
there's a
that's the
baby
same thing.
donkey.
No, that's kind of the mindset I had going into like
Nice.
the end. Honestly, I feel like freshman year that I tried to be away because through in 8th grade, I remember I kind of realized I've been an asshole for so long. What
Yeah,
am I doing,
RJ,
right?
we don't fight, homie.
Yeah.
Like, what do you?
And I tried turning
I
that
need to
around.
talk
Then
to
freshman year,
Renee
I feel like
again, bro.
freshman year I was super nice.
Zach,
I
can you
tried to be as
haven't-
nice as I could to people, but then I started getting walked on. And then sophomore year, I was an asshole again. And I feel like
Yeah.
I'm trying to find that right balance of, don't ruin relationships. Don't say what isn't necessary, but do say what is.
Yeah. I'll sleep. Sorry. I need to talk to Renee again. I haven't talked to. She was there for me in a lot of my hard situations, and I feel bad because I didn't cut her off. I just kind of haven't been talking to her, and I haven't talked to her in a really
I don't know
long
how to
time, so
bring
I
this
might
up to you,
call
bro,
her.
but I don't know if that's gonna happen.
Why is she okay?
No, she's okay. She just she started getting distant from me. I don't know. Apparently there was couple things like something with your conversations where she's just started to grow distant from you, and she doesn't. I mentioned to her, I'm like, oh yeah, you want to play with me, Zach, and Austin? I know you haven't met Austin, but he's pretty chill. I was like, I don't know. I don't know. She's not like on horrible terms with you, but I guess something must have happened in your last couple conversations where she just isn't the greatest of friends with you anymore. And she said just in the last couple conversations you had, you just gave off such an uncomfortable vibe, and she just felt like really wildly uncomfortable for a while. And it got to a point where she didn't want to talk to you.
I wish she would have said something about that.
She doesn't say something. I don't know if you heard about my situation with her. But this happened. I've had a couple falls with her where she just doesn't tell me about it until it happens. The reason I've been able to mend that is because Lincoln's my best friend, so I kind of end up seeing her no matter what, which gave us time. Unfortunately, you're online, so it's a little harder. It's a bad trait of hers, admittedly, not being vocal about that sort of thing.
I want to make her uncomfortable.
It was not uncomfortable sense. Okay, you know how you treat women differently than you treat a dude. That is very obvious.
Yeah.
And it's more extreme, and she just
Wrong.
I don't know. No, he definitely does. No.
I don't
No.
bully you as much as you bully me. Thank you very much.
No. It is so
Think you're
clear
off
that
the shin again.
I don't know if you've seen Zach when you're not in the party. It's not like two different
go to
people, but he is
school with
definitely harsher.
Zach.
I know you
I'm
go
a
to school
lot
with Zach. I don't know
calmer.
but I don't know how he is in real life. I know how he is on the game.
I mean,
Just
in
about
real life
the
I can be a
same.
little crazy, but I don't. When I'm around girls, it's just a different mindset.
No, that is a real thing.
RJ.
Everybody is
Only
like that.
Reese, you have to
No,
understand,
that is
it's
a
just
bias
different.
that is instilled within everybody's minds,
Yeah.
no matter
Zach,
what you
RJ
It's
say.
not
talking
on
shit about
purpose.
you.
It's why? What did I do? I'm sitting here like having
Is
like
he
a
still going for
normal
them second set of lips? Which one's she
conversation.
trying to kiss?
That's crazy,
Trying to make out with both, I'm pretty sure, from what I've heard.
bro. Well, hold on. I need to read this.
What are you reading?
Why? Okay, bro, you're tweaking. Whatever. No, it's when
Zach
I
likes
talk
Dami
to
mommies.
girls, I try to keep a good balance of not being over the top while also not
No,
like
that
the
is-
only people I have honestly been over the top with is Izzy, Irene, and Samara, which is or Callista, whatever. I became a lot more comfortable with them this year. I feel after a whole big ordeal that I had gone through, and then Irene went through a big ordeal. We built a relationship back up after probably a year of not talking,
And
and
now he's my vape man.
yup,
Ciao.
plug. But it's not even like that. It's just when I talk to girls, I try to not be
No, I get what you're trying to say here.
aggressive.
Like not be as not as disrespectful as you are with the dudes, because that's just not how it is.
But I have a feeling it might come off as like almost flirtatious, not on purpose.
I know
It's just
okay. I didn't know
it's
how to
just
say it,
the
but that is
way-
100% the vibe. I think that's part of the vibe she got, which is why she got so uncomfortable. Because you gotta understand, Zach, you look identical to Lincoln almost, and you and Lincoln are
Yeah.
very similar.
yeah.
And I'm gonna be honest, at the time you were a more attractive Lincoln. So
It wasn't even like
think-
that. It was
I don't
just,
know. I know
not-
it wasn't like that. I know it wasn't like that.
I can
She
understand why she felt
doesn't think it.
uncomfortable.
She doesn't super 100% feel it was like that, but she just feels like it was uncomfortable and she didn't want to turn it into something. That's why I feel like genuinely, if I told her about this, I kind of wanted to have this conversation because I don't want y'all to be on bad terms. If I told her a bit of like how you actually feel about this, she might get mad at me for mentioning it to you. I don't know how she feels about that. She wasn't super adamant with it right away, but I feel like genuinely in the long run, it's better to not have resent for each other because I know you two had a good friendship. You guys called all the goddamn time, and I don't know.
It was more
Renee
like
is pretty chill. Don't get me wrong, she can be a little fucking dramatic sometimes, but
I know that, but even with that, like
in the end, she is not a bad person. Like she started calling me all the time
Oh.
until I finally got her to start calling Lincoln. That's the biggest reason why. And also because you would not have as much. Because you know how the big reason she calls Lincoln didn't call her enough.
yeah.
I pestered Lincoln for like their whole relationship, and I pestered Renee about stop calling me. Don't go call somebody else. Go call Lincoln. Go tell him to call you. And she's like, oh, he didn't listen. Go tell him to call you again. He didn't. Go tell him to call you again. That sort of stuff,
But
and I
they
just try to
broke
push
up
it.
now, didn't they?
No, they're still together.
I thought they broke up.
No, they. I think the last thing you heard is they almost broke up.
Oh.
They were in a really
It
rough
seems
patch the
like
last
that.
time you were with them, I think.
Yeah. They were.
No, I mean, I
It's
try to wingman them, but I mean, I wingman them both into the relationship because at the time they were like my two best friends. Like, dude,
yeah.
these people seem like they do really good for each other. But they're both more sensitive, so they won't hurt each other.
Yeah.
Because Lincoln is definitely a lot softer. Renee is most definitely a lot softer. And I'm like, okay, this is a good combo. They're both kind of cheesy. They're both kind of corny.
Yeah.
And Lincoln, I've heard his type, and it is Renee to a T. Renee, I heard her type before mentioning Lincoln because I was at a little fucking sleepover thing with her and a bunch of her girly friends. And Lincoln was basically 100% that. And I'm like, bro, this is. Let me play
I don't.
matchmaker real quick. And you're not gonna believe this. In the same night, I had both of them tell me, "Don't tell Lincoln this, but I have a crush on him. Don't tell Renee this, but I have a crush on her." Actually, no. He told me this. Hey, Donnie, I got a question for you. How do you think I should ask Renee out? I'm like, bro, in the same night, crazy word.
That is crazy. I don't know how to mend this though.
Mend the relationship with Renee or what in Minecraft?
Yeah, no, with Renee. I'm
I
not.
was,
In
No, I'm not at that point in
Minecraft.
Minecraft. I'm
no,
not
I
at
was
that
really.
point.
You said it in a
I'm
softer
not,
voice,
dude.
so I was like,
I'm
is
not
he
gonna lie
playing
to you.
Minecraft?
I haven't moved from the spot I've been in for about 10 minutes.
And having a genuine conversation that is well
Because
needed.
I'm trying to think of what I did that made her
I
feel
think it was
uncomfortable.
just the flirtatious vibe was the main thing. You gotta
But that,
understand where Renee.
I
You gotta
know,
understand.
I
She's
understand where
used
she's
to me.
coming from.
She's used to me, and that is you are. I was the middleman for you two meeting each other. I, not nearly as I'm no.
Yeah,
It got to a
I,
point where she could barely, like, you know what I mean, right? I am not going to be. I am not as nice. That's why I mentioned like the way you are around chicks is different because I'm definitely nicer because I'm aware that I have a few times where I have been the same way for extended periods of time. It's put dampers on relationships. I'm like, okay, let's not do that. I understand that with most chicks I know, not all of them. That's for damn sure. Especially not Jelly, whatever. But you don't
I don't
have to
know if
be.
it's that I'm overly. I, I
It's no.
remember
What
I
I'm trying to say here is
complimented
that
her a lot, but I
it
don't.
gives off that vibe when she's used to how I am and she expects my online buddies to be similar.
But I'm not at all. I,
I
I'm
feel like the
like,
only thing that we can rely on, we act very different. I feel like we can have a similar mindset on a lot of things. We just have very different actions following those mindsets,
yeah.
which I feel like also helps with friendship. Where, like, we have the same idea where we hate confrontation or something, or like we have the same idea on something, or a good meaningful talk is good. But I feel like you're more of a listener a lot of the time than like a really quick yap type of person. You generally just kind of sit there. I
I
yap
mean,
my
I
ass
do
off. I've been
yap.
yapping my ass off this whole time. You hear me? I talk.
I do yap. I yap a
No,
lot.
you definitely
Well,
yap, but
especially
I
when
feel
I'm
like when we're
helping
talking.
people.
No, no,
Not
I get
helping.
when you're helping
The
for,
thing
and that's
is,
different. That's different. When you're helping somebody, you're meant
yeah,
to be yapping. You have to be. Do not. If they, you
not
have to be.
always.
No. You got to know when to listen. But if they genuinely need advice on something, you need to have. If they need reassurance, you have to give them reassurance, not just
Yeah, but
like
my
some.
Zach,
problem
you
is
need
Yeah, you
I
you
good,
give
need
bro.
hair
people advice when
product
they don't need it.
advice.
I'm
Do I
not
need?
trying to get in
Actually,
that with
yeah, I
you.
do really need hair
Don't get
product
me started
advice.
because you never
No,
even
no,
talked to me about it, and I'm
no,
not
no, no,
getting
no,
in
no,
that
no.
phase.
I'm
Hold
so
on, Donnie, this
serious.
is
I'm
different,
so
bro.
serious. I need hair product
Donnie,
advice.
I know you do, but hold on, this is a completely different thing. Irene, I care about you, but I am not trying to get in that right now because I like you never even talked to me about it, and I tried like a million times to get to talk to you about it because I wanted to talk about it because I wanted to deal with that because I was really nervous it would ruin our friendship, but also
I mean, at the
I
end of the
didn't.
day, like, we just needed space. There wasn't really much to talk about. It was a dumb argument.
I get that, but I said something really bad, and I'm well aware of that. And
That
I
was
felt
really the only thing I was mad
absolutely
about, but you
horrific.
apologized about it, and then I talked to Izzy, and she was like, maybe you guys just need space. But then I know she was telling you, like, oh, I think Alyssa should just talk to you, so
I don't
that
know.
was a lot.
I am very. I don't know. I've been everywhere lately, honestly, and I can't. I can no longer do the things I used to do because I've been over and over again breaking myself, like breaking down because of what things that I do that are good but also bad. Because I genuinely. Oh, an armadillo! Hold on, this is more important. An
Fucking
armadillo!
guy.
Sorry.
Alright, bro, pack
He's
it
so
up.
cute. He's so
Cute.
cute.
How do
Irene,
you
come
make
here.
how do
Where
you make
are you?
concrete?
Come here. Look at the armadillo. He's
How do you
so
make concrete? You
cute.
have to get
He's
the concrete
red.
powder and put it in water.
How do you get concrete powder?
You have to make it.
How do you make concrete powder?
I don't know.
Give me a sec.
I
Give me
don't
no.
remember.
Okay. Callista. Okay, so what you need to do first is, okay, so you have to get
Excuse me.
Siri. How do you make concrete powder in Minecraft?
Just look it up on the crafting table.
You use 4 blocks of sand and 4 blocks of gravel as well as a single type of dye.
Oh fuck. I hate it here. Okay.
But yeah, I wanted to talk about that with you for a while because I am just a very I don't like leaving things to sit because I feel really nervous and I get really overthinking about it and I just
100%, because
panic.
you get like feeling it, like where it's like I understand this isn't my
Yeah.
conversation, but I'm trying to relate to you on this. Where
No, I feel it. I'm a very empathetic person, but I have a very hard time not sympathizing. I'm very empathetic, and I get that. It's just I panic really easily, and it's bad. But recently, most of the times that I have a mental breakdown, one of the many things that I say during it, I say it like multiple times, is that I always put myself ahead, I always put myself into people, and then nothing ever happens back. And that's not a bad thing. I understand that that's just kind of how it is. It's just I freak out, and it damages me so deeply sometimes. And I don't want it to anymore. So I've been trying to do that less, but in that process, I made it worse because now no one talks to me when they need help. And now I feel like a horrible friend half the time because no one ever comes to me when they need help. And I'm like, well, now what? Now that I did that, I don't know. It's weird. And I know I am a very overbearing and sometimes like I talk too much and I don't listen enough. And there's a lot of times where I give advice when I don't need to, and where they don't want advice, they just want someone to talk to. And that's a line I'm trying to learn about
You just gotta
through
preface
people.
the conversation. Be like, okay, like, do you want advice or can I have my sand back? Thank you. Thank you.
But yeah,
Sorry.
I
I
know
just got
that it's
teleported
something I'm
too.
trying to work on. I've been telling people that when they want my help with things, just preference before if you want me to listen or not.
I mean,
Because
sometimes you're
I
still gonna have to
try.
ask and just
Yeah,
see
I
what they
know.
want to do,
I'm
because not
very,
everybody communicates that.
I know. I'm just very much so the type of person where I want to help in any way I possibly can. And so I'll kind of force what I think should happen on people, and I realize that that is not always good because there are people that don't like that. And I get that. It's just, I just
I
can't.
know
I have
what
a very hard
irks
time
me the
matching the
most,
vision.
not like specifically with you, like kind of just with anybody. When I'm talking to somebody about what's going on and they offer me a solution, I'm like, no, I can't do this because of A, B, and C. And they're like, oh, what about this? I'm like, I can't do that either. Like, I'm just trying to go through solutions. They're like, oh, you're just making excuses at this point. Like, I
Yeah,
hate
I mean,
when
I do
people
that.
do that.
Yeah. I get that, but there's a lot of times where I try and be a
I was gonna say, I get
middleman.
why that would piss you off, but I feel like this is what you're about to say. I'm sorry that I'm cutting you off, but like there is a point where you gotta kind of like take a side where if you're able to make peace between the two, that is a good comment. But if it's only an instigating comment, that's an unnecessary comment. Like okay, like when me and Crimson sometimes will be I'm so guilty of it. Like if you and Crimson are beefing, like say what's a game that we played? Remember when we played For Honor? Or no, not for actually For Honor. I just hate. That's just a game that is designed for hate. To be honest, like when we play like Apex, right? Play
Damn, I could
Apex, and
have
if
the
you and Crimson would
sauce.
start beefing, I would or me and you are beefing, Crimson chiming in, or me chiming in. It just doesn't help the situation. I get why that would piss you off, Reese. That shit's annoying as fuck. But if somebody's trying to make peace, I feel like that's a useful input. Definitely depends on the context. There are situations where you just need to shut the fuck up. Like,
I mean, I get that, but at the same time, I try very hard to empathize with people, and when I do that, I do generally put in what I think two people should do because I think it's important to have a middleman, and if you can't handle a middleman, well, that's not something I can help. Yeah, and I generally do. It's just there was like a very long period of time where I would be the middleman for a lot of things, and then when I needed something, I wouldn't go to anybody because I still don't do that. I have a very hard time going to people when I need something, and I know this. I don't like talking to people when I need something. It's very rare. That's why I like having Natalia because Natalia knows this, and she always like she knows this, but she can tell when something's wrong. She like kind of forces me to talk, which is a good thing for me. But I I've been trying to work on the idea that I'm not really important in everyone's life. As much as I want to be someone that people turn to when they need something, as much as I want to be someone that is always there for people, I can't be if no one wants me, and that's fine. Yeah. And that's how I am. I don't think I'm wasting my life. It's just I don't feel like a good. God bless your heart and soul, dear Irene. Jesus, are you sick?
No.
Okay.
I'm still hitting my old one, so it's spitting at me.
I just got you a new one.
I use mine until they're empty.
I get that. I use mine until they're empty because I can't afford to buy another one, so
I can afford it. It's just like I don't know. It feels like a waste of like $25.
I
No
have
clue.
no idea.
Does anyone have bones or bone meal or anything?
I have bones. I have a little bit of bones, not a lot, but I have a few you can have.
Can I have them? Pretty please.
I just said. I quite literally just said that you can have.
You know what? Let's box.
Here, come up the mountain. Climb. Climb. I have like 3 bones. You can have all 3. They're all yours.
Really? Well, if
I was
anyone
so
else would
focused in
like to give me
conversation that I
bones,
barely
please
did
let me
anything.
know, because I need a lot of them. I'll take all of them. Take your finest bones, sir.
That sounds so wrong. That sounds so wrong.
Oh wait,
Like
there's
on
a fourth
every
person
level.
watching. Holy shit. RJ! RJ,
I don't have
no!
anyone in my chat. I don't have anyone in my chat. Also, RJ is saying some outlandish things in your chat, homie. I don't even know how to like he's saying he's saying some things that make sense, and then he's like, these guys are in the lab cooking, meanwhile your ass is in the woods. Is playing in Pank House. I feel like I'm a one-man studio audience watching a Dr. Phil episode. Almost dropped my phone, dozing off. Whoops. He's just like
Bring me
crazy.
bones, please.
God sends his epiest
EPS, get it
warrior
right.
to his most
Thank you.
awake battle. Is he
Thank you.
religious? I'm confused. I doubt it, but
I
I'm
don't
confused.
know. I've never heard of him going to church or anything.
Oh, a different emoji. Puffing on that Za addict. I got bones for you. That's crazy.
What
That's
sad.
that's that's
Here, watch the chat for
wild.
me for a minute, because I have to look at this list. I don't want to get
Weed's a
addicted
little
to
different.
nicotine. Let me just get addicted to something worse than nicotine.
Weed is not worse than nicotine.
It
Weed
definitely
is not
is.
worse than it absolutely is not. But it's
Legal with a
not.
medical
It's
marijuana card. You can't
legal
smoke that
doesn't.
shit in public.
Yes, you can.
You cannot.
You
Someone got
can now.
arrested
They
in
changed
Camel
it
the other day.
for smoking outside.
Yes.
That's crazy. I didn't know that. But I mean, yeah.
I
But
mean, it's
what's
the
it
same
called?
thing, like, guess what? You can be naked, just not in public. Like,
Yeah.
Dude, on God, clothes have to be one of the worst inventions made in modern society.
What are you yapping about?
No,
Donnie
I'm not saying
disappeared
this
for
in.
20 minutes and then came back and said
I'm
that.
not saying this in like a weird way. I don't know about you, but I genuinely hate having to wear clothes.
I like clothes.
No, no, like not like no clothes, but like when I
I
said this,
can't hear what
like
you're saying.
if I could rock just sweats for the rest of my life, that's how I'd live my life. Yeah, okay, I'm sorry, Reese, talk. That's my fault.
I mean, public
Society.
nudity is illegal.
Society is what stops me from my decency.
But weed
It's
is definitely
also
not worse than
illegal to be
nicotine,
nude in
bro.
public.
Weed is not
Yo,
worse
Reese,
than that, bro.
how loud does
It
it
is a
clap?
literal law.
How loud does it clap, Reese? Oh my. I
Terrell
get a
once
video.
said that he could hear me clapping down the hallways. So I
Dude,
don't know.
you got this dude Israel whose
What
dick
the
was so
fuck?
big you could hear his balls clapping against his leg every time he
Dude,
walked,
Irene,
even
I
when he
don't
was
think you've
soft.
met that. I don't think you've met the video game side of Terrell. You've only met the chill side in school. You haven't met him when he's a menace online, bro. He's crazy.
RJ, stay out of this.
He says, "I'm gonna punch you in the face." You know what? No, next time we meet,
That
I'm shooting
cackle
you.
was diabolical.
Reese has the worst laugh.
Oh my god!
Y'all playing MF Freecraft is crazy. You guys are freaks. Whimsical fun, Crody. That's a crazy
I just found
statement.
a
I'm having
random,
whimsical
like,
fun.
vein of lapis underneath a pile of sand near the river.
I really need to go mining so I can get iron gear. I'm not building a house
Zach
without
been
at least
clapping
iron.
down the hall. RJ!
Hey, Zach, you fuck with
I just-
Lobotomy Kaizen?
I'm sorry. What?
Fuck with Lobotomy Kaizen?
I don't even. I'm good. I don't even want to hear
I'm okay.
whatever you're talking about.
No,
I'm
no, trust.
chilling
Look at what I
in
just
my
sent you on
own world
TikTok.
right now. I'm not looking at it. I
It's
love you, but
it's
I'm
so
not
funny.
looking
I
at it,
love
homie.
Lobotomy Kaizen so much.
I'm not looking at it, homie. I'm sorry. One of the big differences between us is our senses of humor. We have vastly different senses of humor.
Have you seen any of the videos I've sent you for the last couple days?
I've seen them. I've watched them.
Did you see the not a Fed, by the way, video? So funny.
I did. That one was funny. I'll give you that.
Yeah, wait, Reese, I don't think you've seen this. It's yo, I'll just send it to you, Reese. I promise you, this is actually
It was
fucking
funny.
hilarious.
Reese, I put it in the chat. It's loading right now.
Oh no!
That's too much effort. Just took a screenshot. That's too much effort. I'm too lazy for that. Yeah, we're not far. I told you that. We're really close to you. Oh, okay. I feel
The
that.
water is in fact
That
wet.
sounds
That is a fact.
See, at least me and Irene are on the same side of that argument.
What happened?
I always thought water was wet. I didn't understand people who said it wasn't. I understood, but I think water is wet.
It's so funny, isn't it?
Dude, that was so funny. I showed that to a few people.
I can't believe how
That made me
underrated it is.
laugh
Look how many
so
likes it
hard.
has. It is underappreciated. That's 7K likes. That's
That
it.
made me laugh so hard because it was so stupid. I found that so funny. I was like, this cat, he don't even know.
Zach, what do you think the likelihood of RJ actually ever calling me is? Not tonight, but like ever.
Probably pretty high. I think you should
Pretty
give it to him.
high.
I think it's high.
I don't even get
I
voice
think-
messages anymore.
I mean, I get that, but you have to remember he's his own person. So he has to work through
Boo.
things in his way, bro. I care about RJ. RJ, I respect you, homie. I care about you. She doesn't appreciate you like I do.
Bruh.
What if he called me before he called you?
He'd probably get blocked,
It won't swing
honestly.
any beef.
Because I've been asking him since like day 3 of us talking.
Yeah. But you gotta remember, he got his own experiences. He might just not be the type
Austin
to
might
just
get on.
go to calling.
Texting him
He
right
might not
now.
be comfortable with calling. He has to
Okay,
work through it his
Austin.
own way and figure out like what he wants to do because he doesn't know. That's not
Dude,
true.
I'm actually so
Reese.
He
excited.
needs to
Homie,
figure it
listen.
out.
Reese,
Austin
hold on,
is
hold
my
on, hold on,
favorite
hold on.
person.
Reese,
ever.
he is my cousin, dog. So you have Asperger's?
Hey,
That was a really
Reese.
dark joke.
Wait. Okay. Austin said he'll join if I turn
That
my
was really
camera on.
dark.
Hey, I don't know if y'all are gonna be uncomfortable with this, but he said he'll only join if I turn my camera on and twerk naked covered in vegetable oil.
That's pays.
It's pay-per-view. It's
That
pay-per-view.
That skin and bones is wild. He has nothing.
No,
Donnie,
that's like the
your
only thing
face
I
is
have. The
handsome.
other thing is, no. I just naturally have an ass. But the issue is, it's a super muscly ass, so I can't shake it. I've tried.
Austin can no, but Austin's what's it called? His when he pulls his shirt back, his arch is pretty decent.
Whoa!
You don't even know, bro. Austin
Cousins, by the way. Cousins, by the way.
he's-
Cousins, by the way.
Yeah, but I'm saying that in a more of a respectful way, not in a creepy way, you pervert.
Yeah, in a respectful way, he has a crazy arch.
You don't understand, Donnie. Okay. Natalia
Yo,
came
Zach,
up with this to Geneva.
respectfully,
We were
can
up
I
there
tap
for
that?
a week. No,
Like,
you gotta fight for this. Anyways,
gotta fight for it. Dude, anyone and anywhere, any place, anything.
that's crazy. Austin, when we went up to Geneva,
you wanna fight?
Natalia was up
I got
there,
a sword.
and every
It's ready.
single day
Rising.
he pulled his arch out, and it was weird, but it was really funny too.
Hey, quick question. Have everybody here has tried to twerk, right?
Yeah, I've
Okay,
twerked
like multiple
at
times and like
homecoming.
practice so they could hopefully get good at it? I haven't done that. I heard that's like really common
I've
though.
attempted. It doesn't work.
I just thought that would be really gross to have my
Sorry,
dick in
Irene,
my
you're at the
mouth.
point in the conversation where it gets really strange. I do
I mean-
apologize.
I feel like, no, I mean, the early, okay, she can't suck her dick. I feel like the twerking part, she could at least relate to that, but
That's a crazy. She can't suck her dick is wild.
no, you have to
That
be
is
pretty crazy
true.
to snap
It was a
yourself
dark
in half and get
moment
all
in
up
my
in the
life,
clit.
okay?
Dark moment. It was like not even an hour ago.
Think like
No.
you think there's a woman out there who's acrobatic enough to get her tongue to touch, just eat herself out?
Yes.
There absolutely is.
definitely-
Have you met
There
gymnasts?
absolutely is.
Just like all the way down there.
That's wild. That's wild. The noise is crazy. Okay, no offense, Reese. This is not in a mean way, but you can't get that unless you can do that. You you better become you better start losing some weight, Brody. Did you start going to the gym? Or like yeah, but have you actually started like doing stuff at home? No, but
Dude, genuinely just go
I
buy
mean,
like
you can do
literally
push-ups,
go buy
sit-ups, anything.
dumbbells and do push-ups.
Dumbbells are
You can
expensive, Brody.
no
I'm not
no
gonna
just
lie
get
to
like
you.
dude you can literally get a dumbbell.
do a lot of
You
fun
can still work
nowadays.
out with a single dumbbell.
Oh yeah, you
That's all
can.
I have. I'd
Use the
recommend like a
8-pound
20. I feel like
Okay,
a
hold on,
20 is a
hold on.
really good start.
So do ab rolls with the not ab rolls, but Russian twist with the 8 pound ball. Just be careful with it. But that's a
Oh
great
my
core
god,
workout, and that
me
Russian
would
on Discord.
genuinely
twist
make you
sucks,
thinner.
Hey,
dude.
can we switch
They
to a Discord
suck, but
thing?
it's a great core workout. You set a timer for like a minute, and you take the ball, you lift your legs up, and you go back and forth with it as long as you
We
can, or for
had
like a minute.
we had a ball, I think
It's a really good workout.
it was either 15 or 20 pounds. It might have been something as specific as 24. But I remember I was following a workout plan for the longest times, and it told me 20 minutes of Russian twists. I was ready to kill myself after. I went
20
right
minutes.
to bed.
Y'all
I
haven't
would
heard about
not
the
do that.
AI that generated the hardest
That's
workout?
why my waist is so snatched.
What does that have to do with literally anything I said? You lift your feet off the ground.
Hey,
That's why
wait,
you
Zach.
put
You
your
don't
feet
need
under
grip on your
something.
feet. Your feet aren't. No,
No,
you hold
what
the ball
are
with
you
your
talking about?
hands. No. You
No,
take the
you.
ball in your hands. You lift
Okay,
your
but for
legs in
real,
the air, and you take the ball and you go back and forth over your waist for like a minute.
is it not like mad fun to just pick up a dumbbell with your feet?
No, what
Like
is
with one
wrong with
foot?
you?
Do you never like slide your foot
Ugh,
under a dumbbell and like lift it up to you and then grab it with your hand?
bro. Okay, hold on. Okay, Donnie, this is gonna bother me until I say it. This has nothing to do with anything we've been talking lately. It has something to do with what we talked about earlier. How do I patch things with Renee? Because honestly, I do feel like a jerk, and I don't know how to fix that.
Talk to her. School starts soon. I wouldn't know. It all depends on if she decides to. Like I said, I wanted to get her to play with Austin, and she didn't even want to play with Austin, with me, her, and Austin, just because of cousin relationship. Like, all right, I
Is
don't
that
know.
bad?
I don't know
I don't
what
know.
happened between you two, and it's also been some time, so I don't know if you'd remember. Whatever it was, I never asked too much because it is your situation. So I thought that'd be kind of
Yeah, but I
it's
don't know
your.
what I did either. I never fought with her. As far as I know, I didn't at least.
Yeah, I don't know what to tell you. That is the biggest thing, but at the same time, I just okay, freshman year, I made a bunch of friends like that where I wasn't myself. Sophomore year, I just kind of said, fuck it. If you don't like me for who I am, I shouldn't try to be a different person. That's a fake friendship. Be calling a female friend.
I'm not really a like I don't fake my personality. I just adapt really fast to certain things. It doesn't feel like I'm faking it. It's just like I adapt, and I kind of just naturally go into a state of mind where I'm like, oh, I'm here. But
Yeah, I feel you. I'm like basically Maharaj.
I don't know what I did. This is gonna
No,
bother me
I
all
would know it.
night.
Genuinely,
Zach,
Zach, I
why is
have
your
no idea.
shit floating?
Oh, because I didn't fix. I have to. I'm gonna break the floor down one more time, and I just didn't fix it yet. But I don't know what I did, Donnie, and that's the thing that bothers me most. Is
Like I
because
told you,
I don't know what
she
I
was uncomfortable.
was.
She was uncomfortable, and that's all I knew. She was ridiculously uncomfortable, though. Something that you have been saying, had been doing. All I know is also some of the advice you were giving was putting a damper on her, like in the relationship. That was another big thing. Were you giving bad advice?
What bad advice did I give?
I'm not
I
aware,
feel like
but
most.
all I know is she mentioned to me about how it was genuinely advice, and I saw how it impacted them. That's why it got to a point where I'm like, hey man, take everything with a grain of salt because I saw how it impacted their relationship. It was not good for them.
Maybe I misread the situation based on
But
how she explained
100%
it.
because some things weren't as serious as you thought they were, and you definitely because I heard she told me a couple of things that you said at some point because she was just upset with you, right? And I don't know how to
I
bring it
don't.
up because she told me not to mention it to you, and I'm sorry, but I respected my real life friends' wishes a little more.
That's fine. I just feel like a dickhead now. I don't
You
even know
weren't a
what I
dickhead.
did.
You didn't understand the situation, and that's why I'm trying to say don't feel too bad about it because she won't explain
Donnie,
that you're in the wrong. You also didn't know. You also didn't know like how serious the situation was with her and Lincoln because you didn't know them in real life. You had no actual like attachment or connection with them in real life, which gave you a really hard idea on where were they, what were they actually supposed to be doing, what were things that maybe aren't normal for other couples, what were just fine for them. You had no idea. Which is their fault. That's out of your control
yeah.
completely.
I feel
Also,
like most of
she
my
doesn't.
advice was
She's
just
not the kind of person
communication.
who will tell you. She will not give you those signs.
Well,
have
that
to deal with it.
sucks because I can't deal with that, no, dude. I
What? No,
think far too much.
I feel the same way because guess what? I used to get stressed the fuck out about that sort of shit, and I still do. The only difference is I know her in real life, which is why I was able to get to some of that stuff. But it also got to a point where I just had to disconnect a little bit because I was aware that it was a genuine impact on my mental health, who I was as a person, because I would stress myself so much over a situation that I shouldn't even care about because it's not my situation. And you are the same way in that sense. That's why I say we have the same mindset. We're just different people about how we act with that because I feel like we stress ourselves out over the very similar things from what I've heard. I don't mention my stuff very much to a point because you said it yourself, it is hard to mention these sort of things. I don't know why I'm talking so much right now. I don't know why I'm in a very comfortable mood, but I just feel fine.
Yeah.
But
I
I
don't
just thank you. But
want.
I'm sorry. Please let me have just a moment longer. I will let you say anything you want after that. I know I talk way too goddamn much, but I don't know. I get what you mean.
Yeah.
Where it's like it's kind of hard to deal with that sort of shit. Even out like this sort of shit. I feel like this was you saying it to me. I don't know how you're taking this because I feel like I'd feel bad feeling sympathy in the situation where you feel like you're the dickhead, right?
Yeah.
Exactly. That's what I'm trying to say. Where I feel like I can kind of get you in that sense where, at the same time, don't feel bad about it because I'm not 100%. I'm giving you sympathy in the sense where it was genuinely out of your control. You did your best, and I know that you tried to help people out. You are genuinely good. Sometimes you can be a little corny about it. Sometimes I can be a little corny
Yeah.
about it because the situation genuinely. Sometimes you sound like a fucking cornball, and I'm not saying just you. I'm saying anybody. I'm trying to clarify. I realize that that came out in not the context that I was hoping to come out.
Just slow down, buddy. Slow down. Take your
Sorry, my
time.
fault.
You're
My fault.
speaking. You're speaking before you think it. Think first, then
Because
diamonds.
I feel like
Think
I
first.
overthink these sort of things. I just kind of speak my mind very frequently. You know, that's how I am. That's what caused the issues earlier. At the same time, I know sometimes it
Yeah,
isn't necessary, but I feel like I want to be genuine with you. I
that's
do not want to
fine.
give you a dulled down truth because I feel like you are the kind of person who would prefer a realistic truth. Because I
I
get upset when I
prefer
get dulled down
realistic
truths.
truth.
That's
Yeah,
why I say where I
no,
feel like I'm similar to you, where you'd want it hurts for a moment, but I feel like in the long term, it's gonna hurt more if you get lies. You know,
it
I
will.
would
That's
rather
how
I
I
would.
am. So I appreciate it.
It's
Trust
it's
me.
like it's like I feel like a really good like metaphor for it would be like getting the truth right away is like getting like stabbed, right, where it's gonna hurt like a bitch, but like letting the lie spread is like getting a paper cup or letting it get infected with a terrible disease, where
Yeah.
in the end you barely got hurt at first because you thought it was something simple, but it was terrible.
Uh,
It ended up fucking you up.
I
I
know.
feel like
It's
You,
just
I've heard from you a lot.
trust me. I
Like I said, I
appreciate
don't
it.
mention it because I have no idea how you guys would react to this sort of stuff in me party because I've never been like this with y'all. I've been a dickhead y'all for some of you and everything. I don't know how to break out of that sort of persona because it's genuinely not who I try to be, and I feel like it got to a point where I went on like a whole lot of like self-improvement with it. Where I don't want to be this sort of person because I don't like who this is a person. I do not enjoy the moments you guys don't enjoy. There is no happiness. There is no joy in it whatsoever, and I'm so sorry. What?
Yeah, I'm also pretty worried about you, dog.
That is my fault.
We
Hey,
good.
if it makes you feel any better, hey, you guys can feel great. I remember I wanted to kill myself, so I hopped on a call with y'all because you guys are amazing people. I love my time with you guys so much that genuinely you guys are the best people I've ever met online. That is why I've gotten so excited to hang out with you and spend time with you on this game. Why I get so happy is because genuinely you are the best friendship I've had online with someone. I know I played with Crimson more than I probably ever have with you guys, but at the same time, it doesn't mean I enjoyed it. I love every second that I get on these games even when I'm bitching, like I said, I think I said in one of recent texts, I bitch a lot, like when we were playing Value on that. I had a blast. I was so excited to get on when I got home from work. I just had a bad game because it was not the play. It was not the move when I was already pissed. I was excited to get on because I expected that instant joy, but that is not the kind of game Val is. It was just a bad game for that moment. You guys, I don't know. I appreciate the time we get, and that's what I'm trying to say about Zach. I hope you understand. I might not mention these sort of things very often, but I try to get the kind of person you are. So when it comes to like Renee, and I'm so sorry, I talk too much. God,
Just finish your thought before
I
you
dude, it's a
stop
big ass
again.
thought. It's a big ass thought. My fault. But
You're good.
no, no.
Take your time. Slow
I'm
down.
trying to say that I get what you're trying to. I cannot slow down in this sort of thing. I'm sorry, that is not the kind of individual that I am. But
I
I'm trying to say where I get where you're coming from with Renee. But understand that when it comes to Renee, at the same time, I feel like no matter how bad the situation, it has gotten to the point where like this blow up. You have no idea how bad it got between me and Renee at some point, but she still forget. But the situation with you and Renee, it is not nearly as bad as I got it with her. But I understand it's going to be a little more difficult. It might take more time to mend it. It might be slower than it was with me and Renee. It could take upwards of a month because it took me like 2 weeks, even though we know each other, but that's because it was a worse situation. You, I feel like it wasn't that bad, and with me, I will try to back you up on this. You will build up a friendship again. If you want that friendship, I will help you 100% build up that friendship. I will explain to her what you said on this call because I feel you are a genuine person.
It's not even like it's just the fact that I don't know what the trigger was. Is what
Else, I might
bothers
have a better idea. I don't know how to mention it because I feel terrible because I don't know how it's gonna make you feel about the things you went through. It was the flirty vibe was the worst part of it, according to her. It got to a point where she started to genuinely think that she didn't want you to develop any affection for her because you gotta understand. I don't know if you knew about this, but she had like 5 dude friends at the time. Me, 3 dudes in real life, right?
me. Yeah.
You want to join Austin's party real quick? We'll continue this. I think he's just gonna join us.
Yeah.
It was just like us, and that is it. No other male friends, and everybody had started to. All 3 of the 5 had all around the same time admitted that they had feelings for her, which really
Yeah.
fucked up her like perception, that sort of stuff. Give me a sec, Austin. Is the moment.
We're having a very deep conversation, Austin. Just warning you now, you're gonna hear a lot of ranting. Just quietly sit there for a little bit.
Take it like a good boy, like you always do. And
Whoa. Whoa. Breaking my silence, because what the fuck?
yeah, no, yeah. Thanks, Austin. I really appreciate your silence. But yeah, no, that's what I'm trying to say. Where see that happened, and she started to get the vibe from you because you do give off a slightly more flirty vibe, and that's why I should think she just got really paranoid that it was going to happen again, so she distanced really quickly.
I get that, but it's not. I don't do that on purpose. I think
That's
the only reason I can think that it would come off that way is because there are a lot of times where I care and I overcare, and then when I overcare, I say things that may sound flirtatious in a way that I don't mean them to. But also, it's more of just like there was a lot of times where I would try and make her feel better by complimenting her a lot and making her, just try and make her happy, and that made it also came off as flirtatious, but that wasn't my goal.
what
She
you gotta
knows I have
understand
a
is
girlfriend, and I am very loyal. It's just kind of weird.
no, you gotta understand that. To be fair, okay, you don't know how she is. A while back, I was the exact same way with her. That is not how you can be with her because she got a crush on me because I was that way before she was with Lincoln. And I realized that is not the kind of person she is. That is not the kind of. She will appreciate it, but what she would genuinely prefer is just real
What the
advice. You
fuck?
need to tell her, oh yeah, you're strong, you'll get through this. You just got to tell her what she needs to do. She will try to do it. Sometimes the thing is,
I did that too, but as you
Did
said,
I
my advice
die?
apparently was bad. But a lot of my
No.
advice,
It's
from what I
because the
recall,
way
was a lot of
you would-
communication stuff.
that's the thing is where I feel like me and you were giving her different advice, and I think I generally could have played a part in this, and I'm not saying this in where I did this in a way intentionally.
Was I
I'm
struck
saying
by
this where-
lightning? Is that
since
what happened?
I knew him and her in real life, and Lincoln was my best friend. She was like my second best friend. I was very close to them, and I understood how they communicated very well. Most of the stuff you talked about with Renee on the call, she would hop on the phone with me sometimes and tell me not what you said, but about what she said, because she also liked talking to me. We were incredibly close, right?
Okay.
And that's why I feel like when I try some of the communication advice that I gave her though was different from your advice.
Yeah.
And
Because I
sometimes if
don't
my advice
really
would
know
work
how they
better than your
communicate,
advice, I feel like that's sort of to make her lose faith in your advice. Not because your advice is bad necessarily, but just because I had a better grasp of the situation.
Yeah. You had both sides too. I didn't have both sides. I only
Yeah,
had
you-
one.
That's the big thing because you gotta understand, Renee overplays what Lincoln does a
Zachary,
lot.
can
That
you
is a
sleep?
huge negative trait. I told her to stop doing that because she makes
No, I'm
Lincoln
not
sound way
doing
worse
that.
than he is.
Fuck.
I actually felt so bad for Lincoln to the point where I wondered if Lincoln should even be with Renee because she talked horrendously about Lincoln for so long, even though he was the sweetest man, trying to do the most he could for her, and he just didn't know how to go about it.
Yeah. It's not gonna connect for you because I don't think you know these people.
Lincoln and Renee
So-
are like my best friends in real life. Or Lincoln still is. I'm not as good of friends with Renee no more.
Yeah, Reese,
there was a whole thing
Reese, fill him
where-
in. Wait,
no, the
Donnie,
thing is-
Reese will fill him in, and we'll just
Okay, you want to keep going? Just okay. Just the point is,
Yeah.
yeah. Oh, you'll just text
Yeah.
him. Okay.
Just fill him in. Yeah.
All right. Yeah. Anyways, like I was saying, where was I with Renee? Yeah, with Renee, she was overplaying the shit out of the Lincoln situation. So you not only did you only have one side of it, but the one side of it you had was incredibly biased.
Yeah.
I'm gonna try to explain this to her because like I said, I've tried to give her many, many harsh truths because I realized long term that even if she gets mad at me sometimes about it, it has been the healthiest thing for her, and she is my friend, so I care for her as a friend because I do not want to see any of my friends struggling or having to deal with shit in a way. And I remember she had her rough patch of the relationship. That's why I tried to help them both. I never talked to Lincoln much because he hated the phone calls, but so I talked to him in real life. I'd invite him to my house and we go out in the woods. We just go walk and talk.
That is the
We go
most
find some
Minnesota
woods.
thing I've ever heard. Anyways,
Well, no,
besides the
I have a
point.
woods in my grandparents
I
were
know.
just
I'm
like,
just playing. I'm just playing. I'm just playing. I'm just playing.
yeah, and we like also live
Um.
like right next to a creek. So I
But
remember in the winter like going out and just digging around, walking through the
okay.
snow.
Okay. 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 Donnie. Donnie. Take a deep
Soda,
breath.
it's fire.
Deep breath. I'm gonna talk now. Okay.
Hey, hi, Captain.
Okay. So, the main problem I have is the way I want to go about things is I want to text her and just talk to her about it, but I also realize that that could come off as wrong and ruin your friendship. I don't want to do that. I want to make sure that I don't do anything wrong for anyone else. There's one big problem with that, though, is that I am a very active person, and if I let things sit for too long, I get stupid, just not, I can't handle it very well, okay? And so there's a big situation where I want to solve this problem because I did find her as a friend and I did try and help her as much as I could with the understanding that I had, but that there's not much I can do about it if she is not willing to also try and mend things. And that's one of the big issues with me is that I can't really do anything.
Give me a sec. I'm
And
gonna
that
text her.
sucks. No, don't bother her. Let her be right
No,
now.
no.
I'm not trying to.
I'm just telling her that once she wakes up, she'll see I'm gonna be like, hey, this is a
I'm
serious
gonna vent.
situation. If you find some free time, you need to hop on the call. Something like that.
It's more of a thing of just where I don't want to.
No, and that's a big thing where I was afraid of that at first, but I feel like I could play this out where she will not ruin a friendship with me, but you will mend a friendship with her. Say what you need to say. Can you? I cut you off
No,
once again.
but I don't know what I. It's just I don't know exactly what I said. I don't know
I'm
what the
gonna kill
first thing I
myself.
said
I'm
was,
gonna
and I
kill
don't know
myself.
what the last thing I said was. So with that, I can't do
Say.
anything about it, and it sucks. And I know that you're
Oh,
gonna
I'm
say
so
the same
cooked.
thing
I'm
you
so
said four
cooked.
times, and I
I'm not gonna
get
say the
that.
same thing
I'm
because I feel like I know what you need to say. I know
I
how
don't
Renee
want to
works.
be
I know what you
scripted,
need.
but I know what you mean.
I know you. I know it doesn't need to be scripted. But what I'm trying to tell you is, if you're not understanding this genuinely, I want to explain this to you. She
Okay.
is going to want a genuine sounding explanation. She is probably going to want me to come to her first to reassure. If you reach out to her first, she might not believe you. I feel like I can be an insurance because even if we have had our moments, I've been as honest as I can with my friends.
Yeah.
In real life, I lie all the goddamn time in the game. But
Oh, tight.
I'd be gaslighting the shit out of y'all for no reason.
Yeah,
But
I'm well aware. I'm not aware of all of it, but I know you gaslight us.
no, but anyways, no. If I reach out to her, it might take a day, and that's why I'm gonna say just understand. It might be the end of tomorrow. It might be the day after that, but I'd say within a week, probably get y'all to hop on a phone call. It might go through link, might be a little awkward, and it might not fix everything right away. But I promise you, it's gonna fix some shit. Just the big thing is make it clear that you did not understand the situation because I'm not gonna understand that I have explained the situation to you a little bit where you had
Yeah.
not enough information. That's all. Just make sure you make it clear because that is the genuine truth. Be as genuine
Yeah.
as you can, where you just tell you didn't know the situation. Be incorrect
Yeah.
advice, and also explain that that is just naturally how you are with most women because of the woman you have encountered in your life. That has shaped how you react with any of
Yeah.
them,
No.
including her. I I feel like it's a really basic outline, and there's so much more to add on to that, but you get the idea. Oh, Crimson started a
I
Discord. Do y'all want to
do.
not
I
join? Just make me
appreciate
feel
it.
really sad.
I don't want to join because I'm chilling right now.
I can't
I'm
join my
trying to
Discord. It doesn't
just.
work right now.
I feel like this is too serious of a conversation for Crimson to be.
No, it absolutely is. He'll ruin it immediately. No, no offense to Crimson. I just know he'll probably go on his own little whatever. And I hear you, Reese. I'm sorry. We're talking. We're still on the same topic. I'm just trying to. I know that's a good base, and I do appreciate the advice. I really, really do, and I probably will use it. I'm just trying to. I have to take time in my own head to work things out in a way that I don't overthink it, but don't underthink it either. And it's kind of complicated for me to work through that. So it takes me a second to grasp that concept. It's just me, but I'm going to definitely put effort into it, but I don't. Hold on. I just hate when I do something that hurts someone and they don't tell me. I know that's just how she is. I just can't. That makes me really upset. Not at them, just in general.
I
Because
know
if
what
I
you mean,
don't
dude.
know I did something wrong, I get really upset when I find out that I did.
No, dude. I had the same situation happen to Renee. That's why I'm giving you advice, because I literally had almost the exact same thing happen. Not with making her uncomfortable, but with more just me generally being too much of a dick. Because I don't like the blow ups that I've had online before, even earlier today. That does not happen in real life almost ever. And that at some point did end up happening once because me and Lincoln got into like really serious arguments where he hit my car, he knocked some drinks over me.
Yeah.
I was livid with the fucker. For, reasonably, he hit my car and hit my car. Pissed.
I
But
am.
fuck, and the worst part, he did it on purpose, bro. Yep, he did it on purpose, bro.
Does anyone know how to
But
safely
no,
move
with
a
Renee,
beehive?
that turned into a big thing where I had to
I
apologize
said,
to
do you
Renee,
know
and
how
it
to
was very similar.
safely
And she got
move
a very
it?
similar type of distaste, and she ended up apologizing to me eventually. If when she realizes she is probably going to feel bad, and I hope that doesn't make you feel bad, but knowing feel like we have the same, I'm
Yeah.
sure that will. At the same time, just understand that she is not understanding the situation, and you didn't understand the situation. This is genuinely just a communication error that has lasted so long. Might take a second to repair that, just because it wasn't addressed for so long. Which honestly, I will take the blame for that because I didn't want to bring it up to you because she didn't want me to bring it up to you, but that would have been a
And I
better choice.
respect that. I have no problems with that. You don't need to take the blame for that. I respect the
No,
fact
no,
that
no,
you
no.
kept your friend's
I
privacy
will make
unlocked.
decisions like that sometimes for the sake of it is genuinely better for them. I would probably mention it to her before I did it back then. Me and Renee aren't very close, not nearly as close as we used to be. Oh, we're
Yeah.
still good friends, but like, oh my God, one of my best friends who I hang out with all the goddamn time. That's like Lincoln, probably Sophia and Kyler now. That's like the main three
Yeah.
people I hang out with. Renee, I stopped hanging out with as much because I, she is as a person started to bother me a lot, who she started becoming and who she started hanging out with, and it became hard to hang out with her and enjoy being around her. Some of the time, it's not a very frequent thing, so that's why I'm still reasonably good friends with her. I just don't like the direction she started taking for certain things in life. She just made a couple of
Yeah.
decisions that didn't sit very well with me at all. All right, I'm not gonna hate her for this. She's her own person. But no, like I said, that's why I'm trying to tell you the advice on it because I went through the same
I
sort of
know. I
situation
appreciate
twice
it.
with her now.
I'm just trying to think of what I'm more or less just trying to work through it in my head without burning out, and that's the main goal I'm at right now.
Well, the thing is, you're gonna
This
overthink
is
this no matter
cool.
goddamn what, I'm sure.
No, I
But
know that, but
in the end,
this is just a point where I have to take a breather and try and think of perspectives more than anything else, and that's just not hard for me all the time, but in this specific instance, it's quite difficult for me
well,
because I just have to really think a lot harder than I used to. Or like not even that, it's just I thought that we just stopped talking as much because of work and school and stuff. I didn't realize that she was just making distance because there was already like even before that, I'm assuming at least there was like a period of time where she just kind of where we just didn't talk because I was working a lot and I had stuff going on. So I just assumed that was kind of the situation again. So knowing that it isn't is a lot for me to take in because I am a people pleaser by definition, and I know this, but I don't want to be the reason that someone is not happy. And I realize now that I am, and that is very much so a mind boggle for me because I have to work through what I did in my head without pushing it too far. And with me, that's very difficult. So I'm just trying to become reasonable, and I'm trying not to let my emotions control and more just be logical about it. But I don't want to force her to do anything she doesn't want to do, and I also don't want to put her in a situation where she has to say where she has to say something that she is uncomfortable with saying, and I
If it
understand
makes
that's
you
what
feel better,
needs to
no.
happen, but
That's why I say things will not get resolved right away because she struggles to say that, but she wants to. Oh, she is. I remember the biggest like issue we had during the Zoe situation. She made the distance. Eventually, that did get resolved because she's going to want to say it. She's going to want to tell somebody, but she's not going to want to tell you because it's so hard to talk about that sort of stuff, which I
yeah,
completely get. But down to it, she will eventually talk to you. That's why I'm going to tell you that first call, that
it's
stage
gonna
for the
be
next call.
awkward.
It's going to be awkward as hell, but it's going to be
Important, I know.
basic. I'm not trying to give a because this is not going to be the super important call. She's going to.
It's
No,
gonna
no,
be an
it's
important call in the aspect of
no matter what. But
it's gonna
that where you want to
do
just
a
make
little
sure
things.
is where I can't help you with it is how she reacts and calls you the second time. That is the call that is going to vary, and that is going to be where she will decide if she wants to be friends with you. She might decide she won't, and I'm not saying you got to force it, but if you want to ask why and if you want to get a perspective. Remember one time she was like, I don't know if I can be friends with you anymore. And I was like, okay, why? She said, because of this and this and this. Okay. If I will go and make some points to improve on this and this and this. I haven't done it in a while. I explained myself, and we weren't as good friends. And then I went and improved myself as a person in the areas where I realized I struggled. She helped me realize where I was doing stuff wrong. And that is a good point. That's probably why you guys are so good. You were really good like therapists for each other almost. You can
Yeah, a
recognize
lot of
that sort of
times
shit.
she's one of the main people who helped me when I was in my own
Yeah.
problems.
Like in your own head and all that, and all your
It
issues with
wasn't even just my own
that
head, it
big
was
fucking
just
situation.
a lot of things happened to me at one time, and it caused a major
Which is
disconnect in my
reasonable.
brain. And I didn't think that I didn't think I did anything like that, and I realize now that it might have come off that way accidentally, which even if it's an accident, it still happened, so I'm not going to act like I didn't do anything wrong. I understand I did. It's just, I
But
am
I gotta
just
stop you
very
because you
much so
didn't do anything
crazy.
wrong. Remember, I told you that in her life, 3 other dudes at the same time, all at the same time, had that same mindset, and that fucks with you, right? That was like, is this all they really wanted to be friends with me for? And just
Yeah.
you being nicer like that, and what is can be perceived as a flirty attitude, but if you get to know you, it isn't. Just got
Yeah,
to her
but
head in
even
the wrong
if
way,
it's
and
still,
she
I
overthought it, and
still
she
have
reacted.
a point. Like, I still have a
Well, what I'm
major
trying to tell
part
you
in
is,
it.
you had a part, but not a part that was your fault. She also had the part, and she disconnected with no communication. And also, she didn't tell you the reality of the situation, which affected the relationship between you and her. You're both neither of you are at fault, even though you both did things. Neither of you were really aware. She wasn't that kind of person. She wasn't able to talk about those sort of things, and you didn't even know what was going on. And when it came down to it, something that happened in her personal life, which affected how she would react, which was reasonable with what happened, how she reacted, affected you, but that doesn't mean that you were wrong. You were just being yourself, which isn't wrong. Because who you were as yourself managed to become an incredibly good friend with Renee.
Yeah.
Is that event, effective with some of those people, rarely. She got over that. She's not, she still has some of those feelings. She's more wary who she becomes friends with. She started to realize the signs. And that's why I feel like now that she has learned those signs, she has gotten over that, and it understands those types of situations better, she will be, once again, probably okay with you. She will realize, hey, genuinely who this is as a person.
Yeah, I know. The weirdest thing is the last call I remember us having was a call where I was talking to her completely about Natalia, which is why I'm more confused. Because the last call I can remember, at least, it might have not been the last call that we had, but I was not flirting. I remember I was like talking to her a lot about how happy I was to be in this relationship with someone who is actually cares about me. So it's just a little confusing to me of how I gave that vibe off, because I remember I thanked her a lot. I said I praised her a bit for helping me a lot, and I explained that I was very grateful to her for what she did and helped me and stuff. But I also explained that I am very happy that I got in this relationship. But also I could be misinterpreting the last call that we had, because I don't remember, because it was months ago now. I don't know when, but it was a while ago now. So I don't know. I
It
have
might not have been
to.
that call alone, though. It was like the last 4 calls, because that was all in the time period. After that happened, she was just insanely paranoid. She started distancing me a little bit. The only reason she came back is because she realized that once she had a crush on me, I did not like her back.
Yeah.
She already knew that I had no romantic interest in her. And I still don't. She is not my type. She is not the person I would enjoy dating. She is good as a friend, but not as a partner, in my opinion.
Yeah.
Not perspective on her as a person. I would enjoy dating her. Which made it easier for her to come back to me. She didn't have that thing. You? I don't know why she got the idea that you'd be romantic about it, but same, because you guys are in different fucking states, but like I
You know,
said,
that's not
you
the type of
talked
person
about
I
your
am.
girlfriend a decent amount
Quite
with
a
certain
bit.
people. I wasn't one of them, but
I mean, that's not on purpose. It's just our calls are not really. They don't really go that direction
they don't
very
go in that
often.
direction all the time. I mean, more recently it
Most
happens
of the
because I
time.
mean, I'll talk about Jelly. I
Yeah.
love my wife.
I'll talk about my girl a lot. I talk about my girl a lot at work, and I talk about my girl a lot with certain friends, and
Got
not
to a
every
point where I was
friend.
getting
It's
told to shut the
just
fuck up on the daily about my fucking. Yeah. An old friend of hers started trying to spread some allegations about her just because of how pissed she got about me dating her, and I'm like, that's crazy.
yeah.
You don't like me that much that because I dated an old friend of yours. Started to spread rumors about us. Fucking crazy word. About us being cheaters, by the way. I'm sorry.
To be fair, that semi kind of happened to me because my ex, with Callista right here, she was involved in this. My
Y'all
ex
shut me the fuck
quite
out. I'm still not happy.
okay. Callista, what's it called? There was a point in the first relationship before I knew like about any of the cheating stuff and whatnot, where the girl wanted space, and so I said okay. And when I was giving her space, I wasn't talking to her, and I was letting her just be. Irene started talking to me again. Not in a disrespectful way, not in a way of trying to steal me, just talking to me again.
I didn't even know
Because
they were
she
taking a
realized that I
break or
was.
anything.
Yeah, we just happened to have classes to get like a lot of classes together, and we didn't have a lot of friends in the classes that we actually talked to, so we just started hanging out again, and then she started spreading a ton of rumors about us that I was cheating on her and all this nonsense,
Dude, my
that I
fucking,
was just a bad
not
person. It was crazy.
Ariana, but like my friend group came at me and they were like, what the fuck do you and Zach think you're doing? Like, it was Izzy and Samara, and I was like, what are you talking about? And they were like, we heard that you're trying to home wreck Milishka's relationship with Zach. And I was like, no! What?
I don't understand how they got that impression, because quite literally all we did was talk
Because
in class.
Milishka was friends with them, and so Milishka said
I
some
know.
shit.
It wasn't even that. It was just like quite literally all we did was talk in class, and we didn't even talk after class or anything. We talked in class, and that's it.
And we would like
Like,
walk to our classes together because we had the same schedule.
yeah, like our schedule's pretty much identical. And they took that as that, but like it was more just like I didn't have any friends anymore. Dylan left. Terrell is younger than me, so we didn't have the same classes at all. And I was like, who am I gonna talk to? I don't like most of the kids in my grade. Yeah, Terrell's in. He's going into 10th or 11th. He's going into 10th or 11th right now. I don't remember which one. He's younger. No, he's like 15. Yeah. But, I mean, yeah. Besides the point, she started spreading all that, and I didn't even know about what you just told me, Irene. I never knew that they did that.
Yeah, I didn't say anything about it because I could tell they were embarrassed when I told them what actually was going on. And I didn't want to
Which is
embarrass
just-
them further by telling you. Which is
Yeah.
another part of, like, the reason I was, like, so confused when I got shut out. Because, like, I thought we cleared this up, guys. What did I do? Because that's
Wait,
what
what do
I
you...
thought it was about.
Oh, no.
Yeah, the day Mileshka got confronted, nobody would tell me what was going on. Like, I thought I was getting outcasted.
Yeah, that wasn't on... I mean, it was kind of on purpose, but not necessarily.
Right.
I just...
Yeah,
you know,
Ariana ended up telling me, and that's why I mellowed out. Because she could tell, like, I was
Yeah.
freaking out, and she was like, it's okay, like, you didn't do anything. And I was like, okay, cool. We're okay now.
Yeah. That was a whole
That was something.
deal. It was quite the deal. It was so bad. I can remember my rage, and I can remember my anger, and I can remember my depressed self.
You were
'Cause there was, like-
snapping on everybody, and nobody knew what to do. Not in, like, a bad
Dude,
way,
I
because
was-
after I found out what happened, I understood why you were angry. But, like, none of us knew what to do. Because,
Wait, I
like,
was
how do
snapping
you...
at people?
Yeah, I remember you snapped at me because I was asking what was going on, and you said it's none of your fucking business, and you walked away.
Oh yeah, that is true. I do apologize for that. I
No,
don't
you've
remember that,
apologized
but-
for it countless amounts of times. I'm over it. I'm just like...
Yeah.
It just baffles me a little bit to this day. Just how it went down.
Cause it was insane. Cause I literally found out from the dude through her Snapchat. You know how
Dude, I
insane
saw
that
the
is?
fucking screenshots. That shit was crazy.
I still have the screenshots to this day, just in case some more stuff or whatever. I doubt it will ever happen now, but I kept them because if anyone tried to tell me I was wrong, I was gonna be like, "You want to see the screenshots?" Like I was gonna be like, "I have proof. It's right here. I have everything I need to be upset." Dude, I remember I didn't even talk to people for like 2 or 3 days straight. I literally sat in most of my classes, like just not, I didn't even move. I was like a ghost for like 3 days or 4 days straight. Because it was so aggressive. It was only 4 months, and that happened. Which gave me like, even like going into dating Natalia, I was extremely like anxious and very wary. And those trust issues that I had with Milishka still show up in my relationship today. That's one of the main reasons I had a panic attack while I was on my camp out. I had an anxiety attack because I trust Natalia a lot, but there was a little thought in my brain that grew, and I started freaking out on my own. And it turned into this whole thing where I was panicking, and I ended up calling her and telling her that I was freaking out and that I knew that I had trusted her, but I was like almost convincing myself that otherwise, which wasn't true, and it was a whole thing. But like,
Me and Ariana had a lot of the same
know.
issues because there would be times like we would just be busy, and at the time we weren't the best at communicating it. We're better at communicating it now as friends than we were together. But there would be times where like she would just get busy, and I mean I've had my fair share of terrible relationships in the past that I really don't talk about anymore. But I made her aware of those, and I guess she didn't see how much they had really affected me until like she started disappearing for hours, and then I was like, okay, I know she was hanging out with these people, what the fuck is going on? And so then I would start
Yeah.
blowing up her phone, and then I'd get in trouble for blowing up her phone because her parents would find out. And, yeah.
Yeah, I know. It's just I have like small trust issues now in comparison to how bad they were. They're a lot better now, but like I was the only reason I started dating Natalia was because the first time I really talked to her, I couldn't shut up, and that was weird for me at that time. Because at the time that I started talking to her, I was still a little affected, and I really wasn't talking to people like I am now, or I wasn't talking to people like crazy. But I wouldn't stop talking to her. Like I kept on going. Like I just enjoyed talking to her. And then I was like, okay. And then we went on a date, and it just led from there. But for like the most part, it was like a situation where I was like, I don't know if I want to go into a relationship because I don't know if I'm prepared for it. But I made it through, and I mean, we've been going a while. I'm gonna piss. I'm not gonna hold you. I've had to piss for like 30 minutes. I'll be back.
I will also be right back.
Me too. How's it going, Austin? All right, Reese. How much of a rundown did you give him? How far back? Uh, you got the basic idea. Like the Cliff Notes version. Awful comparison. That's because I don't think we ever really have like this. Because I mean, like I said, I brought up a topic like that, and a big part of this was like the main part of this, where this all spired from, is I was being immature as hell on the game. I got too pissed over something that wasn't that serious just because I had a bad day, which is not reasonable or fair to any other one in the party at all. And I was kind of sitting there like, all right, I need to write a full blown apology. This is insane because I haven't like super blown up in a fat minute, in my opinion.
I'm back.
Which I definitely used to do that all the goddamn time. When I did that, I'm like, all right, bro, this is not the way to handle things. I'm genuinely gonna ruin friendships like this. And then yeah, it turned into a big thing. And then I was talking to Zach because then I felt like, all right, well, while we're having a mature conversation, he mentioned Renee. We need to get back in contact with her. So then I told Zach that,
Wait, what happened?
what
I'm
was I
so
doing? Oh, I'm just giving
confused.
Austin a recap.
Uh, I just took the
Yeah,
greatest
and
piss
then
of my life. I want to put that out
Krillin
there.
actually showed up. You wouldn't believe it.
Yeah. Okay. All
That
right, go
reminds
ahead
me, that was
then.
another
Yeah.
reason that I hated Zoe. My entire life, I was afraid of telling anybody anything. And the first person I told people things, she went and told the rest of the goddamn world. Like, I hold zero regret to anything I did that fucking awful, like, waste of fucking flesh. Yeah. What you mean? It feels so
It
nice to
really
like let
does.
fill somebody in on like what you've been in your life after not knowing them for a while, or just meeting them for the first time. Yeah, no, 100% what you mean. It's so it can be really fun to meet good people because it can be so fun to just exchange so many crazy things about you did this, yo, you did this. But yeah, no, I get it.
No, it's
Oh,
2:12.
kitty.
I don't really have that many, like genuine conversations. But, like like when I do, I don't know. I feel like I try not to overexpose someone. Like you know what I mean? Like I try not to person feel like it's their fault. Like, you know what I mean?
Well, when you have a genuine conflict, it doesn't have to be a conflict. I get what you mean. When it comes to conflicts, that is definitely the right way to go about it. But I mean, I feel like we're trying to talk about like a broad, genuine conversation. Like, cause I don't know about y'all. I don't think I've had one of these proper to this degree ever with any of y'all. I've had no, actually, Austin. We've talked like this before. I think you're the only one I've ever talked like this with before.
It was that one rant tricked me into thinking that you didn't.
Yeah, and I was just talking about. I don't know. I threw that in there, but no, like genuinely, the rest of the night, I told you things that I haven't told like a single soul besides my girlfriend.
Actually,
Yeah.
no, don't. Like, this is crazy to know because I feel like that makes me feel like better as a friend than
Well,
it
no,
makes me feel
I don't think you realize I actually get so hyped to play with you specifically because we have. Don't get me wrong, Zach, I love playing with you. Reese, we've had a rough friendship, but like I said, I hope this night will be a place where we can start to improve it because I feel like this more mature conversation that we've had is kind of showing the sides of you because we have had a couple really good nights recently, and I've really, really loved playing with you. But at the same time, sometimes I get off the game and sometimes I get upset because you even joined the goddamn party, and I'm like, all right, what kind of day is it gonna be? And I'm sure it's the exact same way for you because I was the same way to you. And I'm like, all right, you know what? This is a terrible spot for me going about things. And that's why I'm okay. I don't. That's why I'm just trying to mention that before I go with my bit thought. But no, Austin, I've known you long enough. I feel like we've always been able to get along as friends, except for when we were 6 years old and trying to block each other every other day. And
Oddly specific.
me and Zach were talking about those days earlier. That was funny as hell.
Yeah.
Me and
Hold
you
on, let me
beefing on
back.
like a Rockets only and playground with Zach tried his hardest to calm us down, so only to do the same shit the next day. I feel like prime is almost the incorrect term. I know what you mean. Prime is the only term to use. Prime awful human Don's well, how's that? That's that makes me sound so much worse. You know, nah, I take it back. Dude, honestly, I feel like the biggest part about the instigating was Crimson, though. He genuinely like shaped who I was because I played with him so much, and I was worse when I was with him. I genuinely, I do believe that he affected who I was a little bit because remember when he went off the game for 5 months because he couldn't afford Wi-Fi, broke bitch. Um, yeah, sorry, I had to throw that in. Poverty line. But no, Crimson cool. I played with. Yeah, I don't know. I just mentioned that to you, Austin, because I
Hello,
mean, a big part of it
hello.
is the big reason that I like with Jelly. The best part about her is I was so afraid to talk like this to anybody, especially after the first time I did with somebody was with Zoe, and she tore that shit apart. But she was able to kind of build that trust, and I've genuinely had like more and more conversations with people like this. And what you got, I don't know. Me and you were up so late, and I feel like we related on a couple of things. I remember you mentioned something that you were struggling with. I think it was with your dad or something at the time. I'm trying to call you after this. I'm sorry. Feeling bad. But I'm not 100. I don't even 100% remember what it was about. I just remember I was like, dude, I don't know. I feel wildly comfortable on the game with you specifically, just because we have played for so long. We're literally the first I've ever had on PlayStation, and I don't know. I genuinely enjoy who you are as a person. We get along probably better than get along with any of the other people here. I feel like we are when it comes to it, and we don't stay heated at each other nearly as long as I do with some of the other people. Make out with me. Like what you'll like match the energy. If they're trying to fuck with you, you'll fuck with them. If they're trying to give you shit, you'll give them shit. No, and that's the big thing where I love talking with you because you understand. I feel like you're really good at understanding where a conversation is flowing. So when I'm talking with you, you are really good at understanding, kind of get where I'm trying to go with things. And that's why, like I said, I felt incredibly comfortable to be able to share information with you because not only have I known you so long, not only have I enjoyed your company so long, not only do I play with you more than anybody else in this party nowadays. We get on almost every day. At least me and you. Everybody else gets on later usually. You get on earlier if I have work, but you know what I mean. Like the one day I didn't have work and we played for 13 hours straight. I tried bringing this up another night, but I brought it up in the wrong way, and I sounded corny as fuck. But no, genuinely, I love being around you so much because you are good. You are a good friend of mine. Zach is a good friend of mine, which is somebody I wanted to be friends with. Catastrophe is here, and yeah, it's all good. I don't know you. I remember the name. I just it has to be so awkward for you.
I'm just here.
So sorry. But yeah, no, honestly, I mentioned this to the other guys earlier, just kind of make
Sorry,
a point.
bro.
Like, genuinely, I have led the company a lot to the point where, like, if I'm going through a hard time with something, sometimes I
Zach,
just
can
get
you
on the
sleep?
game and I go specifically look to hopefully play with you
Yeah.
or Zach, because it just, I don't know, it got my head in a better place, being able to be around people that I love being around so much. Because I have almost every part of you've had has always been a good time at some point. Even if it gets dull, it's not a bad time at least. Almost 99% of the time it's long, and that 1%, it's just boring. It's not bad. Boring. I feel like you're not giving yourself enough credit, because sometimes you'll struggle, but at the same time, what you do, you don't, like, butt in unnecessarily if you don't understand the situation. You will stay quiet, and you sit there and you will try to read the room. That's why I say that you are good at reading the room, because not only do you get the situation most of the time, if you don't know what's going on, you will take the time to sit there and realize what's going on. It's an incredibly good trait to have, because you are able to observe that. That's why I was telling you all about it earlier when I was fucking blazing shit out of you. Actually doing a backflip onto it. The D is fire. Laying over here. Yeah, it's actually an earned nickname. Has nothing to do with Donnie. Yeah, they call me Dildo because I'm made to please.
That's crazy. That's crazy. Irene, are you even here?
That
Yeah.
was so funny, Gold.
Just so quiet.
I'm chilling.
Dude, Crimson is desperate. Validation.
Why doesn't he just join the party?
He texted us in Discord. Somehow he knew we were talking about relationship things, and he said, "Yeah, I guess I won't go if that's the topic."
Oh.
Which is really weird. I don't know how he knew.
Oh, I forgot about that. He didn't join though. No one's
Sure he
joined. Yes, no one has joined. I would know.
But you
It
didn't
would
notice
tell
when I
me.
joined.
This is just one person. That's true.
He probably just checked in on that because he was wondering what we were doing, wondering why we weren't joining, because usually we do hop in Discord right away. Like I said, though, he's just not the type of person to have these kind of conversations. Just for the
Indeed,
Crimson, because he can be fun to play with, but he is... I feel like he is the worst parts of me from when I was younger and more immature, and he still is the embodiment of those, which is the only reason that we can't have this sort of conversation with him. He will still be fun to play with, plenty of the time, right? So happy to have him in that group. I have to play. Just,
I
you know
stopped
what I
live
mean?
streaming. Yeah.
You know what I mean, though, Zach. I feel like he doesn't have.
He's
Not really.
fine.
He doesn't really have these sort of like mature conversations. He's not a very mature person. No, but even when he just no, genuinely, like think about how he is and who he is. You have to be fair. I've gotten more personal with him than you have because, like I said, I knew him pretty well for a while. He got a little personal with me. That's the thing is genuinely who he is it's actually so sad. Like some of the things I hear the dude saying, like, dude, these aren't good things. This is not things that good people want to do. Sounds awful, man. No, just who he is as a person. I'm like, alright, you know what? I feel like he sees things from a very different perspective than most of us do, which makes it hard to have a serious conversation with him, I guess. Does that make more sense? I'm trying to figure out how to phrase this without just shitting on Crimson, because I still want to play with him. I don't want to just fucking hate on the dude when he's not in here. That's terrible to act like that. Alright. Go ahead. Go this game. You gotta remember how much I played with him back in